first no limit hold'em match here happening. And we got Clickr going up versus Going Hard in the Paint. That is just beginning. They've only played 13 hands. And from what I see, there wasn't any big one just yet. I believe we have some guests are going to be joining us in a few moments as well. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good. What's going on?
I'm waiting for your call, bro. Excited.
Yeah, nice.
Section, you know.
You actually like heads up? Like historically, have you played a bunch of heads up? I remember you mentioned you played spins in the past, right?
Yeah, in the spins, I was always fighting for the first spot. But one of my very good friends is a heads up specialist, and I did study sessions with him, and we looked at some heads up spot, and that's as far as my heads up expertise goes. But I definitely want to build on it and, you know, have that as like the arsenal of weapons. If the games are like dry and there is no traffic, I want to be able to like table start more and play heads up more.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm not super knowledgeable about heads up, but at least it's hold'em. Because earlier I was commentating heads up PLO, and let me tell you, not only it's PLO, it's heads up. I was like, oh my god, what is going on? Luckily, we had a really good player join us and break down some hands and share some insights. So that was good at least.
Nice. Did you get a chance to maybe look at some sims for heads up?
I looked a little bit at pre-flop ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's like so wide already. It's insane compared to ring.
You know how in 6max, when you have versus button 3-bet, it's not more than, let's say, 14% maximum 3-betting range, right? But in heads up, that goes basically more than 22%. So it's already 50% more hands that you're supposed to 3-bet out of position. Like when small blind opens, you're supposed to go extremely wide. And it, for us being like 6max players, it's very unnatural to play that style, you know, because it pushes you to play hands that you're not used to in a 3-bet pot, you know. So like the hands basically from pocket fives, you have a low frequency 3-bet, and then you have from pocket sixes up basically half frequency, sixes and sevens, and then eights plus is pure, ace nine suited, ace 10 off. Like just try to visualize, linearly speaking, you're in there playing post flop with pocket sixes, you know, pocket sixes plus, and you're going to get all these like
without a set. without a set,
exactly. And you need to navigate it as an aggressor, you know. It's so amazing how these guys are, you know, able to do that profitably. And to get away with it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what kind of dynamic, because these are high stakes and they're going to develop, you know, different meta game than when you watch like NL50, NL100, NL200, NL500 even. Like these guys are on much higher level, and they will pick up on small things that you and I hopefully can figure out, you know, as we watch the showdowns and the sizings. So I'm super stoked. I'm so excited. I took a day off today to relax and you know, just for this, I wanted to be part of it. And to enjoy it.
Thank you for joining us.
Always, bro.
Catching up with the chat a little bit here, we got our first few comments. Cheeseby said, "Let's go, love your work, Johan. Thank you so much." Assassinato, hello again. Welcome back, sir. And Cheeseby asked, "Who is hard in the paint?" So I'm glad actually that somebody asked this, because I prepared a little bit. By the way, I got a hand, like they played already a kind of big hand. It's already in the replay. We're going to review it in a sec. But first, I want to answer that question of who is hard in the paint, because I didn't know. So I messaged him asking for, you know, anything, like some fun facts, a bio. And he said he was in the army. First, I read this, by the way. I thought like he was trolling. But no, he was in the army as an infantry paratrooper, and he picked up poker in Afghanistan when he was there. And now he studies Spanish and practices MMA at American Top Team and plays heads up. So this guy seems like not quite the ordinary, person that you're gonna talk to. Definitely doing his own thing.
Sounds like he has one of those chips, the Elon Musk chip. What's the name? The one that like gives you extra human abilities and stuff.
But does it?
I mean, just his story is so impressive.
Yeah.
To go to army, be in the war zone, be able to learn and play high stakes poker, and to do MMA. Like the grit and resilience that he has is just incredible.
Yeah. We got Smeagol as well in the chat. What's up, dudes? Busto. No political stories while poker. Nobody talked politics, did we? And Assassin asked, what about adding show tables at least at final? There are no opportunity to study hands and adjust a lot. Maybe it would suit. I think this was something that they probably wanted to do, but I'm guessing some players weren't interested, so that's why there is no actual show tables. But the fact that it's heads up, you're still gonna have like so many showdowns that you're still gonna get to see a bunch of stuff. I feel like it's maybe a little greedy of us to hope to see show tables and like more showdowns. Okay, so let's check out the hand. By the way, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it with cards revealed. I think it's pretty cool in the replay. You can select here if you want to see the cards. In this case, we only saw Clickr, so he's with King Jack, and we get a 2.6x open from Going Hard. I think we're gonna call him Paint. It needs a nickname. This nickname is too long, so let's say Paint. Clickr 3-bets to 11 bigs. We get a call, and then flop is King Jack 3. With a flush draw, and he bets pots. I thought pot limit Omaha was earlier, dude.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, like when we play, when we do play 6-max, and you flop top 2, your plays often you're going to slow play by checking, or you will do like a super small size. But obviously, in heads up, this dynamic plays very differently, and he just wants to, push the equities and have like a super polar strategy on the flop already. So that's pretty cool to see. And yeah, I just pulled the solve in the GTO Wizard for like 100 BB stacks. It's a half pot. 53% is like the single size recommended. But I can definitely see why he's doing this, because in position has basically king deuce suited all the way to like king queen suited hand.
Yeah.
And has a lot of like jack 6 suited plus. So a lot of suited hands, a lot of flush draws in positions range. So when you think about that, just the flush draws and the combo draws and gut shots, it makes for about 24-25% of in position hands, Clickr's range. And yeah, he's kind of on top of his range, and he's probably just pushing equities and wants to get the money in to get Clickr to make a mistake and I guess float too wide or something.
It feels like really the opposite. Like in ring games, you would see the small bet on the flop, and then people will start overbetting on the turn. But now he went pot on the flop, and now he's sizing down on the turn. But I guess it's a board. Obviously, he's reacting to the card, right? It's a board pairing card. Actually, he's max here.
the calling range. When you block the calling range, you kind of have to go small. But it's interesting what he did here, because he's kind of saying a story. I have aces and king X, like a strong king X, and just because the jack came, I'm trying to like still get value by sizing down. That's basically what this sizing is saying. And obviously with this, he will include value hands like king jack. But it's very interesting. I'm super curious, like what's the calling and catching range that in position player that Clickr here is getting with, like how wide is he calling jack X on the flop facing pot bets, which ones is he folding, which one is he calling. So it's going to be super interesting to see the showdown, if they had a showdown.
So 7 of hearts on the river, and Clickr checks to trap.
Yeah.
And going hard in the paint checks back, and we won't get to see, unfortunately.
We
Clickr.
won't.
No, we won't.
Yeah, it's probably a jack that checks in position. Potentially, it could be some king queen, king 10 suited, but the thing when you get like a flush run out, and the pot to stack ratio was such that you had less than half pot bet left, you kind of go with it and hope to get called by bluff catchers or in position.
Yeah.
So like if you have both, you go for it, hoping that opponent has strips or weaker both, or top pair with a flush draw blocker like king queen off with a with a queen of cards, stuff like that. King jack off, sorry, king 10 off with a 10 of cards. So those are like reasons why Clickr could be going for value, but he probably thought in game that in position player will be calling a lot of flush draws after he calls the flop pot bet. Like I mentioned, there is a lot of gut shots and straight draws and flush draws. About 24-25% of flop range will be those. So when Clickr pots and then bet small, he's still kind of trying to get value from all those. And I guess he's trying to get bluff from hands like Queen 10, open ender, and yeah, very, very interesting dynamic. I didn't expect this from Clickr, but I guess he's setting up like very aggressive dynamic and pushing equities, trying to get his opponent to make mistakes versus large bet sizes, I guess. What do you think, bro, is going on?
Yeah, I know it makes perfect sense. Everything you said, for sure. I was setting up like a small overlay with my name. I think it was weird before, like there was just your name, so people might think.
People would think you're me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need to like get some graphics to add to the stream, for sure.
Nice, bro. I like this new feature with you showing up on webcam. And
you think? Personally, I feel like it's gonna, it shouldn't be like the priority, right? The priority should be like the cards and the high level stuff. But I think it's just meant to make it look like more like professional and clean and stuff. I actually massively increased the resolution of everything. I don't know if you can tell, but like the tables are like should look much better than they used to.
Tables are much better, I agree, and it's much more neat and cleaner. Definitely the update CoinPoker did, brought even nicer like layout and user interface and everything. So it's way more pleasant to watch, to play, and everything.
Yeah,
I like it.
Sure, to put this, I'll move some stuff around. Yeah.
Do we have the times when Owen will be playing today or tomorrow or some other day? Or
sorry, say again?
do you have the timetable, like a schedule when Owen is starting to play?
So the players kind of like they schedule with one another, and then when they do, I just put it on my calendar. And right now, there is only 2 more matches scheduled, and they both are PLO. So earlier we had Yodo Goki versus Tony. So they're going to play their second session tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then on Wednesday, 10 a.m., it's going to be Kohiba versus Lukaku. As far as Hold'em, I haven't seen any more matches scheduled yet, but they're chatting a lot. Everybody's giving kind of like their availabilities, and they're trying to figure out like when to play. I think Owen wasn't available like early this week, but I think from like Wednesday is when he's going to start playing. I mean, they have to play quite a few hands. I had no idea, like, I play poker like pretty casually. So I never really know about like stuff like, win rates or how many hands per hour. So going into this, they have to play 1,875 hands per matchup. And honestly, I had no idea what it was. Apparently, it's quite a few hours to play this many.
They're two tabling most of the times, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, when you play heads up, you put more volume than when you play 6 max, or IMAX. The more players you have, the less hands you play. And the win rates, you mentioned the part about the win rate. So very good friend of mine, he plays exclusively heads up, and he's went through like CFP for heads up, and his coaches are playing like high stakes heads up. So his win rate is like 17 BB per 100. Is average NL 200 on heads up.
That's very high.
Yeah, if you think about like six max, usually when we talk about strong win rates, we talk anything higher than break evens or like 3, 4, 5 BBs, 6, 7. If you find a player that has double digit win rate, like you pretty much look at them like they're, God or something. But in heads up, this is a reality because you play a lot of hands, you play wide ranges, and dynamics and picking up on leaks of your opponent is a huge thing. And that's why you have these insane win rates. And that's why heads up as a format is so fun to sweat, to watch, to study, to try to play. I'm sure if we try to play like anybody, we're not talking like high stakes pros, but like somebody who plays low stakes heads up, we would get trashed. We would get owned because they would pick up on our betting patterns. They would pick up on our range composition. They would know exactly where to attack us, And it's just amazing that these guys on this high level, like high stakes, they went through this whole grind, moving up the stakes, figuring out their own leagues and figuring out what's proper way to play. And they're for them like $10,000 seems like if we were playing NL25. It doesn't bother.
That's a lot for me, man.
Yeah.
No, I mean 25.
NL2. Okay, NL2.
Okay, now I can spew.
Now we can spew. Now we can bluff. Really, yeah.
Okay,
There was a hand as soon as we started. There was a hand where our soldier friend fought on the river.
On left side?
5-3 suited. Yes, going hard.
Okay, one sec. I just want to catch up on the chat first quickly. Busto asked, who are you on the phone with? With Ivica Iliev. It's here on the screen on the bottom right side, his nickname. Smeedle said, made an announcement in the CoinPoker Discord, so I hope to get more people in here for you, bro. Appreciate you, Smeedle. Thank you. And Busto said, can't tell if you work for CoinPoker or you just hack the stream, you avatar. The latter, definitely. Yaladi asked, please tell me where I can see the nicknames of all the participants in the Cash Game World Championship group. At the moment, I don't have access to the client to look in the lobby. I'll show you. Give me a second. So if you go to the software, let me not hide the big hands. Okay, let's go for this one. If you go to the software, like you have Cash Game over here, and then you go to the right side, you click on Cash Game World Championship, and then you have all the matches that are going to happen. You can filter by No Limit Hold'em or PLO, and you can see the standings as well. So in Hold'em, it's 4 groups of 3 players each, where only the winner will advance to the semifinals. And in PLO, it's 2 groups of 4. I know some are missing, but they're going to be added as well here eventually. And 2 players will advance to the semifinals. And then I think they have 2 weeks to play end of hands to be eligible to move on. And then after after 2 weeks, week 3 will be the playoff starting, I believe. So yeah, very easy to see for yourself. It's actually very sick. This section has like everything explained really well, including the previous Cash Game World Championship with a mini recap and about the players and how much they won, including the first one with Prodigy here being mentioned. So very, very nice read here. So yeah.
The GOAT.
Yeah. Excited to see him play. Okay, let me see.
So excited, yeah.
Will there be show table heads up? No, there will not be. It's just going to be like regular tables, which we do get a lot of showdowns out of. Salut Julien, hello. Why they not show tables? I believe some players didn't want that, and I can totally understand considering how much they're playing for. Are we going to have a Johan challenge? What would that be, I don't know. I don't know if that's what the people want, and I don't know what that would be either. When will CoinPoker work on iPhone? I think it does already, doesn't it? I think there's a way to install and play. Okay, that one hand, you said left sides?
Yeah, on the left, top left table,
Yeah.
and it was towards beginning. It was a 5-3 of hearts bluff on, and he got called by Clickr. I don't remember if Clickr even had a pair. It was right when we started, and basically we were talking, and the hand just reached river, and there was.
I'm not sure the replayer includes every hand. You said left side, right?
Yeah, left side. They both showed, so they reached the showdown because one player bluffed and the other.
I think the replayer only has like the last 20 hands.
Oh, okay.
So I think it might be already gone. So yeah, we need to be careful, I guess. If we see a big hand, like bring it up quickly, because otherwise it's lost in the void forever. Yeah, because
I'm very curious why they selected 18K hands. I guess to keep it so that it's like flowing championship.
A 1.8K, yeah, not quite 18K.
Yeah, probably. Otherwise, the championship would go on for months, right?
Yeah, I think it's just like a time thing where if you expect that some players, they are not just playing this, but they have like live stuff. For example, Jungle Man right now is in WSOP Europe in Prague, so he might not have the most time. He still will have enough time later, when he returns home or whatever, to play whatever hands he needs to play.
Yeah. So it's interesting when you have like a lower hand count, it kind of incentivizes you to be more aggressive, right? Because you have less opportunity to wait for a good spot.
Yeah.
While if you play like 100K hands, you can, gather more reads, wait up on the spots. But like the closer you get to the threshold of completing the required hands, if you're behind in EV or money won lost, you kind of have to push the equities, and you have to try to win as many pots as possible, or at least push opponent into like 3-bet, 4-bet pots.
Yeah.
Opportunity to win or lose more is greater than if you play single raise pots.
I wonder if there are dynamics like this. Yeah, there could very well be.
Yeah, I think we need to wait like final 200 hands or something. But when they are playing, when somebody's behind a couple of stacks, like 2-3 stacks, and then you have only 200 hands, I think that's when it's going to get really funky.
Yeah.
Where somebody's just going to steal blinds and push like 3 barrels all the time and get called super light. So yeah, I love this about heads up. It's incredible. You rarely see this dynamics in 6-max or 9-max because opponents just play tighter ranges. So, if they are bluffing or over bluffing, in theory, they have to find often very unintuitive bluffs, like turning pairs into a bluff and all that stuff,
Yeah.
But in heads up, you have such a wide range that it's so easy for you to bluff because you will end up with whatever 5-3 suited on some of the streets, and if you don't pull that bluff with 5-3 suited, it's like, how are you going to make money with that hand? You can't just expect to flop a nut straight or both or quads or 2 pairs. You kind of have to figure out a way how to make that a winning hand. And the same goes for out of position player. Like big blind in heads up has to figure out ways to bluff catch profitably, to thin value bet profitably, to check raise very well. Heads up is so hard, bro.
It seems very difficult, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, someone asked, first Julien said, I don't know what you would play or you want to play. Could be to reach X amount of money or limits. That would be assuming I'm winning, dude. So I don't know.
But you are winning.
Sometimes. Marcos Franco asked, who's going hard, guy? So I just love this story so much that I feel like I don't mind going back over it as many times as need be. But so I did message any player that I wasn't particularly familiar with to tell me about them a little bit, like what can I mention on the stream. And he responded saying that he previously was in the army as an infantry paratrooper and picked up poker in Afghanistan. And he now studies Spanish and trains MMA at American Top Team. So although his nickname might indicate he's into basketball, that's actually not the sport he follows. He mentioned he was a fan of Sean Strickland and Charles Oliveira, UFC fighters. So pretty cool to meet or to hear of someone that I didn't know yet that plays in those wild games, in those high stakes games. Somebody asked who's Krasifisk. That's Flying Llama, on what was said in the chat. And we got the champ in the chat. Owen, what's up? The champ is here.
Let's go, champ.
Well, even though he didn't win the last one, he's still the champ, right? It's like president. Once you were president, you get called Mr. President for life. Might play tomorrow. This is my group. Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
That's what I like to hear. We want to see him in there.
Oh, Memphis in the chat. Looking for some free coaching from Owen, maybe again. You know that story, right?
Which one?
So you don't know? You know who Memphis is?
He was in the last Cash Game World Championships.
In the mid-stakes championship, he was. And then one day there was a call with Owen, and he was like, "Hey, Owen, do you want to play heads up? Free coaching."
Yeah,
and then he played Owen, and Owen just won every single hand they played. It felt like.
Yeah, we were together in that call.
It was far from free.
Great to do that. Amazing, bro.
Yeah, he's a gutsy player, Memphis. And Memphis, if you want to join the stream anytime, you're welcome to. Owen as well. What happens if one player stops playing? Will the other automatically win? Well, if one stops playing, then they're not playing. But they have to play a certain amount of hands within 2 weeks, which is 1,875 hands against each of the opponent in their group. Stop telling that history. I'm sorry, Memphis. I think it's a funny story. Unfortunately, at your expense. But trust me, I've done worse with my money than this. Later for sure, nice. That story will go on Mephis's gravestone, somebody said. He challenged Prodigy in heads up.
I remember he tried to bluff him in some good spots. Yeah. And then Owen was like overbetting a ton versus him, like 5x jams and stuff. That was so fun to watch.
So far, who's taking the leads? Clickr, a little bit, 4 points. If I understand it right, that would mean it's up around 4K so far in the match. See. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's like a definitive math. I kind of need to ask more about this and figure it out for later.
They had a flip situation like Queens versus Ace King.
Yeah.
So that's why Clickr has doubled his stack on the right table.
I guess they only run it once, I assume, in this. Owen says there were some innovative call downs. Biffy says Owen was so rude, he didn't teach me anything. I think he taught you to not challenge a better player, maybe.
That was such a worthy coaching, you know. You pay in the stacks and you learn the hard way. So fun.
I'll be right back 1 sec. I gotta go restroom. Be right back 2 minutes.
So this is Owen's group. Owen, are you sniping the stream? You're trying to get some reads, or what are you up to? Knox says, what happened to Owen? I thought he was playing Clickr. Yeah, he did mention in chat that this is his group and he can't play while they're playing. So I guess he'll be back once they finish their matchup. Maybe Owen can tell us his strategy, like how is he planning to adjust to the low hand count? Is he going to be hyper aggressive, or he gonna play small ball? Like, what's the approach? And again, Ace King versus Jacks. So another roll in. Have a comment. How are the stakes determined for the challenge? The PLO heads-up games, at least for most of these guys, usually run quite a bit higher. Yeah, I think it's a standard 10K buy-in for the high stakes. They've done it in the past.
Well, the thing is about that is that if the players want, they can play bigger. So if like two players that usually would play bigger, they want to play suddenly like no limit 100K or whatever, they can, but it will count for the same amount of points, proportionally. So it's not going to increase the points because they play bigger or anything. Yeah. Johan leaves and snaps miss a big hand. Really, which table?
It was on the right table, all in. Ace King versus Jack. Clickr won that all in. And Owen says he doesn't know, he'll just play one hand at a time. Of course he knows how he will approach
the Jacks
this.
lost. Special is to see this. He's always talking about Jack.
I thought Jacks always lose.
According to him, they always win. Like he like we have this friend. He's like he was a really good StarCraft 2 pro player. Then he started playing poker, and for some reason he loves Jacks. And he was playing the fast tables pool and going all in with Jacks pre. And I was like, oh, you're gonna get cooked. You're gonna run like 24/7 into it. And then somehow he keeps winning with Jacks going all in pre. Like from any position, it feels like I don't know. This guy is a wild man.
Did he tell you that he won a bad bit jackpot or something with Jacks? He sent me like 20 screenshots of him going all in with Jacks, and I couldn't believe it. Like
he wins every time,
every single time. I swear, like he should change his nickname to like Jacks only or something.
I think he has some nickname with Jacks. Kind of sick. The only guy in the world to be plus money with Jacks.
I tried in the beginning to tell him don't get attached to Jacks, but then he proved me wrong by showing me the results.
Yeah.
You can't fight when somebody shows you a win rate with those.
Are the winners based on EV win rates or actual win rates? I believe it's EV again. Everything's explained in the documents. I went over it, but it was so much. Well, let me check. Quick search. Yeah, so it's EV BB score, basically, the way it works.
Nice.
Players can win or lose between 0 and 150 points from each match. 10 EV BB equals 1 point rounded to the nearest whole number. So it's like 50 points for the win, and then potentially it's 150 points from EVBB, so 15 binds. Honestly, it's not that easy for me to fully understand the format. I'm probably going to have to read it a bunch of times to really get it. But the important thing is that there is, for both, the first place is a 100K prize that includes a 60K Rolex, I believe.
Nice. So Owen can get second Rolex, hopefully.
Yeah, then he can borrow it to PTSD.
Yeah.
I think that's the plan.
So is there like a second chance is there a winning and losing bracket when you're leaving the group or something like that? Or
I mean, no, it doesn't show that. I think it's just like a single elim. I will show again. Yeah, I think it's like pretty straightforward. Wait, I'm not hiding an important hand, no. So yeah, it's just like Group A here, Krasifisk, Linus, Pasca. Only one of them will go to semifinals, and then there is no lower brackets.
Okay. So we need to like pray that Owen runs insane in every single matchup, like 2K hands, 1.8K hands.
For some reason, he's not even appearing here. A holo participants. Yeah, he would go there, and then he would play against the winner of the group of that's Lama. Friends call me Mark, and I think it was Kevin Rabichow as well in this group.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be amazing matchup, Kevin with Owen. Because Kevin, I don't know, bro, if you saw, he has this heads up course.
Yeah, I know.
I would be interested to hear what Owen thinks of Kevin. Because from what I've watched, Kevin seems to know what he is talking about.
Yeah.
But Owen definitely knows the most about this format. So yeah, would be amazing to see either Lama or Kevin. Lama because they're friends it would be too fun to have them fighting each other, live on stream. If they could both stream with a delay, that would be even greater for us. Pick up some crazy hands and spot. But first, Owen needs to pass the group stage, right?
Yeah.
He needs to have a positive win rate on this sample.
Busto asks, so one can win money, but the other actually can win the challenge. Yeah, I think that's what happens. Ephraim in the chat mentions last year, third place in the PLO championship was down like 60K.
Yeah.
It's very sick. It's better this way. I think most people would agree. Like EV is better to be the thing factored in. Is there anywhere to bet side action on this event? I don't think on the software there is. I don't know where that would be. Why? Who you feeling, RB? Give us the tips. Hustle us. Tell us somebody's really good, but really you want to bet on the other guy.
He's pushing the line, right?
Yeah. Let's see this hand. I feel like the software looks super clean, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Smooth.
Oh, there is 2-5 there. I was like, what did you win?
Mm-hmm.
And replay that's. It's better, right, if you show the calls like this than if not.
It's better.
Yeah, I think
for
so.
Sure.
So 2.4x open call. Wait, no, it is, right? Okay, I thought he might have. Oh, yeah, that would have been something. Okay, so 2.4x call. 755.
Mm-hmm.
He checks back and he lets him hit up air. Can't make this up. And then going hard, leads out for 75%, gets called. King on the river. So going hard has top two. And then, so you would beat like, if Clickr has like a random king, then yeah, going hard would win, but he's got the aces.
And he's like protecting his checking range, and he wants him to bluff him on later streets with flush draws, straight draws, and to obviously thinner value bet. Did he raise him on the river, or he just called this 2x over bet?
He just called.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm curious to hear if Oven is still around. If these aces here are worth the raise, because pot to stack ratio seems, was it 5-1, something like that, right?
Would you guess that 200% here maybe is like not super common, so because of that he's like he proceeds more cautiously? Or you think it's like it's gonna be there a lot?
Because they're playing heads up and it's a merged spot, king on the river completes a lot of two pairs that going hard can value bet on the turn. After it goes check flop, he can value bet king 7, king 8 easily. So yeah, he can also have some obviously king 6s and king 9s, whatnot. But yeah, I'm curious what Owen thinks, because it's a paired spot. Is there space for Clickr to click back, raise, and get called?
Fulfill his prophecy, man.
Yeah.
Owen, we need you. Come join the call, man.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Owen actually said he said jungle versus slushy will be the most fun matchup. You know what's funny about this is that only one guy so far asked something like this. And the question that was asked is, can we play 3 tables? And that was Flushy who asked for it. Nobody else dared inquire about this matter.
They're going to be super aggressive. That would be really cool to watch. Yeah.
I hope this channel will stream everything. Everything might be hard, especially if there is simultaneous matches, but I will try to stream the most. But if there is a day where there is like 12 hours of cards, it might be hard to do everything. Owen says, I'll join if game breaks. All right, sounds good. Oh, he says he's playing. Good luck, good luck.
Master. He's watching, listening, typing, and playing. Four
Goated.
things at once. This is interesting. Should be a because it's a mono spot and both players have a lot of flushes in their range, right?
I'll zoom in on the table.
Yeah, you can already see it's like a 15% stab size, which is standard. We use very small sizes on monos, 10%, 15. And then you get a smaller check raise, which again makes sense.
So he bets half on the turn, and then it would be under SPR1 on the river if Clickr were to call.
Yeah, I'm not honestly sure about half pot turn part. It's probably to keep the pot to stack ratio 1-1. But like things that you check raise on flop, obviously you're going to have sets and two pair combos and flushes and flush draws and straight draws. And now you see 10-9 being the backdoor straight draw. Gut shot on the turn that continue to barrel, right? So
It's
that's
funny, when you see the showdown river, it's like, wait, what did he have? But yeah, once you break down the hands, a lot of the time you can kind of see.
Sense.
Yeah.
I'm just curious about the half pot turn. Why not 2/3 or 3/4? Why not more polar? And I guess the answer is keeping the pot stack ratio. They started the hand with like 140 plus big blinds, so that changes a lot how you are playing, kind of manipulating pot stack ratio post flop. Usually, when you check raise, you're going bigger, and this 6 on the turn completes 7-5 straight, and yeah, it has some merges. Like if you're check raising 7-6 and 6-5, it's a good spot to continue barreling often, especially if opponent in position has, hands like king queen off with a spade, king jack off with a spade, queen jack off with a spade, whatever. This was a 3-bet pot, so yeah, really cool stuff.
We got a big hand here again, developing over there. Osto says, yes, I see CoinPoker works on iPhone. I was waiting 2 years for this. And you were going to wait 2 years more if I didn't tell you that it was working, dude. Like, you're welcome.
That's cool.
Okay, let me reopen this. Although there was no showdown. And my setup is very tricky for this because I'm using 4 monitors because I had to max out the resolution on 2 of them so it would look prettier. So we didn't get a showdown, but this was an open on the button and 3 bets, 4 bets. And then on Queen 9-7 Rainbow, Clickr let out, got called 9 on the turn. He went small, and that was enough to get a fold through. Very unusual hands.
I guess he was targeting like getting calls on the flop from stuff like ace king, ace jack, ace 10, those kind of hands, and second pairs are lower, and then on the turn trying to fold those or get called if he had a value, like ace queen type of hand.
The player that calls the 4 bets, I guess, has like 7s, 9s.
Yes, correct.
But yeah, I mean,
and not just 7s and 9s, but depending on their dynamic, he could be slow playing, and the stack depth changes again a lot of things.
wait, so to fold here, Paint has to have like, what do you think plays like this? Like he 4 bets, then he calls a lead on the flop, and then he folds to a smaller bet on the turn.
Yeah, the reason he's folding to a small bet on the turn is he's definitely expecting a jam on the river. If you look at the pot to stack ratios,
Yeah.
once he calls, it's going to be like 14,000 something, and he will have 4K left. So, he needs to risk calling river bet 4K for a pot of whatever.
But what
20
hands
something.
can you think of that would play like this for paint?
So, like I said, ace king, ace jack, ace 10, the hands that are like overcard with a backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw, or some sort of, four bets that are like pocket tens, pocket jacks. Like if he already calls on the turn tens and jacks, he's pretty much not letting them go on the river,
Yeah.
So it's a decision you have to make already and estimate if Clickr is aggressive enough here to do this with every single jack 10, every single 6-5 suited, every single whatever, king 10 suited, king jack suited. If he is, then you're kind of never letting go of your bluff catchers, right, in position. But if he's not, if he's just attacking you relentlessly with value, which is what I think kind of is happening here, they're playing a low amount of hands. So I think every time they have a value, they are pushing money in, like we saw with that king jack off 3-bet hand, right? Clickr was spotting top two pairs. He was going for maximum EV with top two.
Yeah.
If they were playing million hand, he would probably bet half pot or whatever, use a smaller size even. But because they have a limited amount of hand, whenever you have a strong hand, you kind of want to get paid. This is what I picked up so far from this. And what this is an interesting dynamic because when 9 pairs, Clickr has more 9x than going hard. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that he is trying to milk him in this spot to make him, come over the top with something like king 10 suited, king jack suited, whatever sort of four betting
And
linear range going hard is using.
I believe we have a brand new guest here joining us. Are you
What's
there,
up?
sir? Hello.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know how to make my entrance.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Discord like showing, so it took me a while to realize you were there. But how have you been, sir?
I'm good, dude. How are you?
Pretty good. Why are you not playing in this?
I couldn't get in. I tried last minute, and they didn't have enough spots, unfortunately.
Ay, ay, ay.
I know. What can you do?
Why last minute, though?
Why last minute? I don't know. I wasn't planning on playing. I didn't really feel like prepping for it, and then I don't know. I got the urge, so
Yeah.
then I tried to do some prep for the end, but it was yeah, I don't know. I was kind of excited, and then it's fine though.
Have you seen the groups and everything?
I have, yeah.
What do you think?
It's
Owen gonna cook?
is Owen gonna cook? Owen's with these two, right?
Yeah. Group D.
Yeah, it'll be a good matchup, I guess. I think they have this is probably one of the tougher groups, if I had to guess. So but yeah, sure. Let's say Owen's gonna cook.
And then, so what do you think about the attendance overall? I'm waiting for this hand to be done, and I'll bring up the full groups on screen. There it is. So group A
I
is...
just pull up the YouTube stream, or you're sharing screen
I think
somewhere,
Twitch.
or what do I do?
Twitch is better. I'll link it. I think it's already in the... You should see it, right? In the chat here of this group.
Give me one sec. I'll just go to Twitch. Sorry, I don't use Twitch very often.
I think Twitch is about 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, Twitch has less delay. Like YouTube kind of falls behind.
Must be CoinPoker off. Oh shit! I hear myself talking. It's terrible.
So Group A has Krasifisk, Linus, and Vasca Boy Nico. Group B has Cherry Blossom, aka Jungleman, Flushy, Xiao Jun. Group C has Friends Call Me Mark, C Lama, and he's not listed here, but Kevin Rabichow is also in Group C. And then Group D we already went over. So just thoughts in general on this. Like, who's your favorite in each group?
I don't know. Should I say?
It's up
My
to you, dude.
favorite in each. Okay, let's go with so I don't know the third guy in Group A. So I can't say. But I guess kind of hard to bet against Linus, right?
Mm.
But Cracky is also very good, so that's probably a tough group. And then yeah, so I don't know. Group B. I mean, Flushy's the best, right? Like, I don't know. So I guess got to go with him. And then Group C. I'm friends with friends call me Mark, so I gotta pick him. A shout out. And then Group D. You already said it. Owen's gonna cook. So let's go with Owen, I guess.
Is it Cracky Fisk? I was saying Crassy
I
Fisk
don't
the
know.
whole time, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how you say it.
Don't do this to me.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know how you say his screen name on here. He mostly goes by Flying Llama, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But yeah, he's very good. So yeah, I've even heard some people think he has an edge on Linus potentially. So yeah, I'm not sure. That's a tough pool, I would guess. Although, like I said, I don't know the third guy. So
All right. How's it been going for you? You playing a lot? Like anything special?
I was playing, yeah. I have been playing a decent amount, at least for me. Until I don't know, I guess this month or something, and then there haven't been as many games. Unfortunately, the coin promo with like no rake ended. I don't want to. I guess I won't say anything bad about coin on their channel. So, but that was nice for last month. It was really fun, but haven't been playing as much on there or really at all. And then games haven't been running as much. So I've been doing other stuff. I'm really into pickleball right now. Trying to get like not terrible basically at that.
Yeah. Sorry, by the way, I'm laughing because I messaged Dylan and I told him that you're on, and that when you were talking, all I could hear was his impression of you.
Oh, let me tell him.
And he started responding and he said, you know, when you go to a nice beach and you're like, wow, that looks like my screensaver, and you realize you're comparing real life to your computer. Oh my God, his answer was so perfect.
I just messaged him and told him to hop in here. He's probably not doing anything.
So sick. Oh my God. I invited him. We got some questions in the chat, by the way. The Westonian. I feel like I've seen that nickname before. He said, hi, do you know anything about Paint's game? Have you ever played him before? Any history with any of these players on the stream? Just wondering, random shot in the dark.
Wait, let me find is it Twitch chat or it's YouTube chat?
This one is YouTube.
Well, my chat, that he wrote in, it's YouTube that he wrote in.
Okay.
Hello?
I don't want to say too much, but yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
What's up, Dylan?
What's going on?
Yeah, you know, we're back.
Want to know something cool?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dylan's gonna teach me how to golf in the summer.
Wait, does he actually know how to, or?
He's allegedly very good.
Okay.
And I'm horrible.
Yeah, much better at the downswing part, to be fair.
Yeah.
Why does Clickr have... Wait, are you allowed to buy in for 300 bigs?
You're nuts,
Yeah.
but he's doing well apparently in the match. Actually, I think we can see. Wait. But he's up 2 binds only? Maybe he lost some initially, but then... I mean, if this is correct, I'm not sure about this, like how accurate this is, but... It might just be up to 2 binds.
I mean, I don't know, but I
Mhm.
clicked on the little, whatever the thing is, and he's up 2 buy-ins on one table and 2.5 on the other. So it looks like he's up
Oh, maybe.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
He might have lost
But,
some
I mean-
initially.
Brandon, thanks for having you. We're having a great time here. Great to have you on the stream. Thanks for coming. We'll see you later.
What the hell?
Are you in Vegas? Where are you?
What?
All right. You don't want to talk about it?
Let him be, let him be.
All right. Fine.
Yeah.
I was more wondering if you went to Europe.
No. Why would I be in Europe?
I don't know. Isn't there like a WSOP thing?
There is. I already have a bracelet, so I don't need to go. I didn't.
No.
I was just like, I don't want to go.
Nice.
That makes sense.
Thanks.
How about that new software, though? Pretty sick.
This software sucks.
Why?
Oh my god.
This software is terrible.
You're a scumbag, man. What are you
The previous one was way worse. I think.
Oh wait, are we sponsored? Oh, I love the software.
No, we are
it's
not
so good.
sponsored. Don't worry, we are not sponsored.
What do you not like about the software? Dude, it's way
The
smoother than the
previous
previous
was
one.
Way worse. Way worse.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
It just it just kind of feels like like a really bad knockoff of GG. It's just not like the alt software was actually nice. It was just clean. It was just very simple. This is kind of like there's so much. I feel like I'm getting. I feel like people are just kind of throwing like reels at me while I'm playing poker when I'm watching this. It's just like, look at that. There's like sound coming from Clickr's avatar on the right table. It's just like why is it like? It's just like, dude, I know it's on him. There's like 4 lights coming from each side of the table, like they're on a spotlight table.
They are. It's the Cash Game World Championship, homie. What do you mean?
The avatars are kind of bad.
Oh
like-
my god.
Custom avatars would be nice.
Yeah, I agree about
just kinda-
custom
Jesus,
avatars.
man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I will say when I first, I don't know if this was their intention, but for like that first week that I played on here, I punted off so much money because it just feels like you're playing for play money with like the new
What is it, like
I
Zynga or whatever?
couldn't believe-
I don't know what they-
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what they
literally
want.
could not believe this is like real money, basically. And then you're just like wailing it off. So if that was
Well-
their intention, it was
Yeah,
Well
mission
done.
accomplished.
yeah.
All I hear about is when Scoop or W Coop comes around, everyone's just like, wow, it's so nice to play on Stars, even though Stars has like, very basic, normal software, not flashy or anything. And I thought the old CoinPoker software was kind of like that. It wasn't like flashy. It wasn't great, but it was also like, it was just very simple, easy to look at, nice to use. Everything for the most part worked. But now it's like, there's just so much. It's just too clunky. It's just yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, whatever. I agree, but I mean, is what it is.
I think it's,
They're probably never
personally, I think
so.
it's way smoother. Like, I can understand everybody has like different tastes, but no. Yeah. And also, I like that they're releasing a patch like basically every single day. Like for a while, I was connecting like every day, and then every day I was like, is it not updating properly? Because it keeps telling me there is a patch. No, there was like, every day there was an update. So I think they're trending in the right direction. I can
Yeah,
understand
for
it, like you
sure.
don't like it, but I like
At
that.
least they finally fixed the min raise thing. That
Yeah.
was pretty annoying.
Oh yeah,
Soft.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was a weird it was like a weird meta thing because you could bet or raise or whatever to a size where they always had to like 2x you and couldn't click you back, and then 2xing would like
Yeah.
commit their stack, so they kind of had to like jam
That-
basically. Like I don't know.
I did that. I did that I did that where I was just like the button would open and I was making like 17 in the big blind. And then they'd have to.
Yeah, they have to go to 34 and then like basically can't fold. Yeah.
Wait, Dylan, I thought you were a live pro. Why are you playing online?
Well, I need to test out the software. They're like, hey, we need some morons who like never play online poker to see if they like it. And I'm like, oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Not good if Dylan doesn't like it. I'll say that. He's probably like the target
Yeah.
audience you want to like this thing.
Yeah, you know the people who watch like vlogs and you're just like, who the fuck would watch these? I'm like that, but for online poker sites.
There you go.
Nice.
You guys are harsh.
Who's your favorite blogger?
Who's my favorite blogger?
Yeah.
I'll give you my top 25 right now.
All right, hit me.
Let's see. We'll start with all the women. All of them. That's like 23 of them. Then, just because I'm supporting women in poker, nothing to do with being creepy, it's fine. Then the next two would be Gary Blackwood, Gazzy B.
Good one.
Love it. Love those. And then Mariano. Mariano's my favorite.
All right. Sure.
Dylan, have you played with Mr. Paint, going hard in the paint?
Yeah. I actually remember I played a 4-bet pot against him where we were like 1,000 big blinds deep and he had king queen off. Blind versus blind. He 4-bet me. Like I 3-bet him with Jack 4 suited in 10-20. Yeah, we were 900 big blinds deep or something. No. Between like 500 and 900, I can't remember. And he 4-bets me blind v blind. Like he raises to like 3 bigs. I make it like 10. He makes it 23. And then I call. And then we somehow get all the money in on the flop on Jack 9-4 rainbow. And then he wins the first board and I lose. It was like a 30-something K pot no. Yeah, it was like I think it was like it was like a 40K pot at 2040. Something like that.
So he's a good friend of yours, basically.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Was that 9 max, 8 max? Or
8 max, yeah.
8
but
max.
yeah.
Wow. How
Blind
much
versus
money
blind, yeah.
did it go towards rake? Because you were so deep, right?
It's rake free. It's rake free.
Rake free, wow.
Yeah. I mean, I know you play on CoinPoker. You wouldn't
No, I actually don't play
rake free, but
I'll have you know, the Cash Game World Championship is break free, and the entirety of March as well. Stop dogging on CoinPoker, bro. What is wrong with you?
No, right, yeah. I love Coin. I love CoinPoker. I love what they're doing. I love pre-flop break. It's really good for the game.
Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you guys, this update is probably like an ongoing thing. It just seems like it. If they keep throwing new patches and like additional updates, it means that bugs are being fixed. So I personally didn't like the previous version. I tried playing on Macintosh. I sent numerous screenshots where CoinPoker on Mac was not working correctly. Like I would get dealt hand where I wouldn't see my whole card, and I lost a couple of binds where they were just like, randomly moving my seat in the middle of the hand and the opponent was picking up that money. So I went with the support.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds are you sure you didn't mix your medication?
No. This really happened. I sent them 10 emails with screenshots and I recorded video of this happening. And they just responded to me and they said, yeah, our client doesn't seem to be ready for Mac yet. We suggest that you play on PC. And then they refunded me like a buy-in or two, I forget. This was before the new update. I tested the new update when there were like these games, and like somebody said earlier, it does seem like a GG, in terms of like things that you have now. You have this intuitive HUD, you have all these like avatars, and you can throw shit at players and whatnot. So, in my opinion, this is a good way forward because when you play recreationals, you want to have these features. You want it to look fun. You don't want it to be like dry. And Poker Stars actually has this GG element to it as well. Like you can throw fish hooks and dynamite and whatnot. So I think it's pretty important to have this. And I'm personally not a fan of sites that use HUDs. I prefer to play on like non-HUD environments. So to me, this is just all the right steps.
Well, you say sites that don't use HUDs, but either they allow HUDs from a software or they have their own built-in HUDs. So there is a HUD no matter what.
I would prefer to have built-in HUD because what I mean is if you play on a site that allows you to use a HUD, you have all these poker engineers that are going to use hand to note, and they are going to know when you went to sleep, when you wake up, and when you go to bathroom. They're going to see every single line you do. They're going to find.
They're like Santa.
Yeah, so I don't want to play these people. This is why I would rather go play live. If it comes to that, every single site is allowing HUDs, I would rather play live or not play at all. But this is a good alternative because they don't allow you to use HUDs, I think now, and you have these intuitive HUDs. So yeah, this is just like a nice little alternative. It gives you some stats like VPAP, PFR, 3-bet, maybe check raise stat. I don't remember now. Maybe Jon, you can open for us to see some stats that they have now. But yeah, it's definitely better than previous version because even note taking on previous version, you couldn't color code, you couldn't see like proper color coding. The note taking part didn't look as good. Now you can sort out the lifetime or the last like 30 days or something. So you can actually see top left, Jon. If you click on somebody's avatar and then top left, game stats, below game stats, you have lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Not that one, lifetime, right? Click there.
So you it is already. Out, that's the default.
You can get like the recent stuff, maybe last 30 days.
The color system is good. Color system is very good.
Already 8 stats. I mean, if you know how to play a profile, in my opinion, these are already nice things. Yeah. You see that somebody's check raising 8%, you're like, well, they are not denying me equity realization. I can go more thinner for value and I can bluff more, whatever, So for me, this is perfect. Like I wouldn't want anything more than this. Yeah. If you get hand to note stuff and poker engineers, they're gonna rip you apart, That's just my 2 cents. Anyway, I took too long speaking about this, guys. Sorry.
Dylan, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you're good. Like whatever.
Dylan, we didn't get an update in a while.
Another one's a clicker.
On your living situation. Last time you had to stay somewhere. There was like a cat or something nearby, right? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was staying somewhere else because my bathroom was being remodeled. My bathroom is finished being remodeled, so I'm back home. I'm or at least like where I am, or I can go back to where I was living. Nice. So everything's good now. Yeah. But I'm retired. I'll just sit down, relax, just kind of look at my computer all day. I don't do anything.
But how do you make money?
That's a great question. Well, it depends if Michigan wins the game tonight. If they don't win the game, I'm not going to make money.
What time is that at? Is that at like 5, 4?
I think it's around 6, 7, 6 or 7, 6, 7.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's the finals, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jon, I forgot you're a basketball guy.
Yeah, I just started following, but like only obviously college. I live in Europe. Like, well, what am I gonna?
College.
But I have a friend. He's from Michigan, and like he was like, "Oh, my team lost," and I'm like, "No, like they're in the semis." He's like, "No, there's like there's so many different Michigan." I was like, "Oh my god, this is like." Seems there's like university.
Did you watch the women's NCAA championship?
Who are you?
UCLA
Talking to me?
versus South Carolina. Yeah, either anyone really. I mean, it was an
No,
open question.
I didn't,
Nope.
fortunately.
Oh, really? Really? I thought, for someone who really likes underage black women, I thought you'd really like
Oh
it.
my god.
I did
Dylan,
see.
what
I saw something that
What
Angel
the-
Reese got traded. I did see that.
Wait,
don't know
to
if you-
where?
That's like LeBron getting traded. How does that work?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I guess that's got to be a big deal. I don't know.
She got traded to the Atlanta Dream.
There
Oh,
you go.
I mean, she went, Chicago to Atlanta. I mean, that's a huge trade. I mean, that's going to be talked about.
Wait, Dylan, do you play as
Everywhere.
well, by the way?
I'm taller than Angel Reese.
Do you play
Well,
ball a
yeah.
little bit or what?
He's horrible.
I play.
Okay, nice. The next time I'm in Vegas, we gotta play.
Can you send a
Yes.
video of your jump shot to the group chat?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a video of one right now. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah. Maybe Yohan could pull it up on stream. We can analyze your form.
Let's see. Yeah, I just started playing recently.
You got a
Did
good
you?
jumper?
I mean, jumper. I just met her.
What, Yohan, what's like your specialty? You're like a 3-and-D kind of guy or what?
Well, I'm a complete beginner, so I haven't even really played with other people yet. I just go to the park and like shoot the ball for an hour. So far I've only practiced shooting, but I'm still kind of bad. But I scouted a club to join soon, and then I talked to one of the guys that's like on team 1 there, and he was like, "Well, because you're taller than like almost everybody else here, you're probably gonna be like in the start, in particular, like setting screens, rebounding, doing layups. So shooting is almost entirely useless for me, and that's the main thing that I practice. So it's gonna be interesting."
Yeah. You know who's good? I don't know if I'm supposed to out him, but Chile is very good at basketball.
Really?
Much better at
From
basketball.
Argentina, he's supposed to be good at football.
Yeah. He's pretty fat too, but like pretty good.
I think he's like one of those German Argentinians. So I think they kind of breed basketball players out there. You know what I
that
mean?
makes sense.
One of them.
What?
One of them we escaped 80 years ago.
Germany is
He's-
like a
he's-
big
he's got,
country on
like, a-
football, not basketball. I mean, they're good at basketball too.
Yeah, but he's got like a super German last name. I'm pretty sure.
You should get him in here one of these days to just
Yeah.
call everybody
No,
on the challenge retarded and stuff.
I think YouTube would just take down the stream if he came on.
Yeah, the video.
He was. I mean, he was just on. He was just online 5 seconds ago.
Well, he came on before in one of the previous ones, and he was really nice.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy. What a great guy.
Did the VOD get taken down or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You know, he messaged me when I was in Vegas last time because I was posting some stories.
Don't give him money. Yeah, don't give him
But
money. Definitely don't give him money.
I was playing 1-3, and then he responded to my story. He's like, "Can I come bum hunt you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then later I saw him at the Bellagio, and I recognized him, and I told him like to his face, and I was like, "Can I bum hunt you?" And he was like, "Who are you?" Because he had only ever seen my avatar on the stream. Like I wasn't using camera before.
That's funny. Yeah, he's a funny guy. No.
Let's catch
What's
some
going
hands.
on in this thing? Looks like
I don't see many big hands happening.
Clickr is just winning.
Did going hard in the paint rat hole? He must have rat holed.
Yeah, he's playing the rat hole tables.
Her beaver says, "I couldn't find the terms of this challenge. Is it unlimited rebuy since it's cash and they have just to play at least a certain amount of hands, or someone gives up?" Yeah, pretty much. They have to play 1,875 hands per opponent, and it's groups of 3 for no limit hold'em. So you have 2 opponents you need to play that many hands against. Which, how many hours do you guys think that is? 1,875 hands.
Dude, I play 20 hands an hour in live poker, so don't ask me.
It's a decent amount, I think. I forget. I figured it out. You probably get about 100. I don't know on this software, but I would guess about 150 hands an hour playing
Big
two
pot.
tables.
Big pot goes to going hard in the paint with aces. Won $1,000
Oh wow, that is a
each
big
pot.
pot.
Oh my god,
Sorry.
dude.
Sorry to interrupt.
You're unbelievable. You must be the joy of your family at Thanksgiving dinner, aren't you?
I'm not even close to the most annoying person in my family.
That makes sense.
What do you make, Dylan, of the chances of Owen in this?
He got second in the last one, right?
Yes.
He's due. He's very due.
He's gonna
Well,
cook.
I personally like when people have experience playing these things, right? Kind of like, they don't feel the pressure. I mean, it's the prestige of it all, right? Doesn't get to them. Owen, I think he's going to be calm under pressure. Heads up match versus whoever he's up against.
I don't know if you
But
know.
I think he's going to have to get. Huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say he's going to have to get through who I think is the favorite. And that would be Friends Call Me Mark.
Of
Dude,
course.
that's the people's favorite. I'll say that.
That's the
GOAT.
people's favorite.
You guys probably don't know about this, by the way, but like the VODs of the previous Cash Game World Championship where Biluzin won, the last day that was up on on YouTube in the lives. There is comments, and one guy commented something like, "Fraudigy got fraud checked," or something, like something ridiculous, like some ridiculous comments.
Like, you got what?
Fraudigy, getting fraud checked, right? Like every time every time a hype fighter,
I like that. Fuck me.
Every time a hype fighter loses in the UFC, they say he got fraud checked. So somebody was like, Fraudigy got fraud checked, and then the first response was like, he literally finished second after he finished first the last one. Like, what do you mean? I thought that was so funny. Like, just like some guy randomly salty about Prodigy.
There's definitely a lot of people that are missing from this that I think if there was a bit more reach, I think, because I heard that some people couldn't play, including Mark himself here, because they didn't have enough people. And I think if 180K prize, that means everyone playing just gets like a free 10 to 15K EV just for playing, pretty much. It just kind of seemed like there could have just been so many more people who would have played this. I could see like Davy Jones, I could see Yasim Gale, Munez Star, Kahan, maybe like some other people, Robert Fink, just like a bunch of like a lot of like heads up pros, Chris Kruk, maybe, Doug Polk himself, I feel like there just could have been like so many more people in this thing. And yeah, I don't know. It would have been nice.
But do you think all these guys would want to play like just on the incentive that it's rake free and they get the EV of winning, when there is also like all the sickos like Linus and co, and also like you don't even know what group you're gonna land in,
I think the thing rake free is nice, but I wouldn't say it's like a huge thing, just because in heads up the rake is already reduced anyway to like, say, like if you're playing 50-100 in a 6-max table, it's like $4 or something, or $3, and then like heads up it'll be like 75 cents or $1, just because there's always a rake reduction when there's less players at the table. And then but that's, I don't know, on CoinPoker it might be like $20 or something. And so I don't think like the rake's a big thing, but I think people just kind of like showing up and just playing something. Like I was talking to Davey a couple months ago, and he's just like, yeah, I really like playing 3-max and 4-max, and but there's just, everyone's just playing heads up now, so I'm gonna play more heads up, and there's a heads up is heads up fun and everything, and it just kind of feels like people just want to play something, and it just kind of feels like Maybe if like people were asked, like, "Hey, would you be interested in playing this?" Maybe there would have been a few more instead of just like hearing it from someone else and having to. Maybe like some people just didn't even know. Like most people didn't even know about it. Most people still probably don't know about it. To be fair.
Well, Owen said in the
There's
chat,
not-
scheduling issues. I was harassing them all to play in DMs.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty surprised some of the people like, but I think the thing with this, and I guess it's just the nature of it being a heads up thing. Like I don't think there was much else you could necessarily do.
Mhm.
Was just like in the 6-max one, you can kind of just pop in and play and then like quit whenever you want and blah blah blah. Like it's way less
Yeah.
committing. This one, it's like you have to commit to however many hands it is, and then you pay a penalty if you don't play it and whatever. So it's
Yeah.
way more of a commitment for everyone involved, which I think just makes it tough, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything you can necessarily do about that because I don't really see a way you could make it where people can kind of join and then just play as they feel like it. But yeah, I think that's why it's not going to get as much traction, unfortunately. Like from both ends, like people who would want to, let's say, shot take it, it's like it's kind of annoying. Not annoying, but it's like you know, if you're sort of taking a shot or something and then you have to play a certain amount of hands, like there's always that thing maybe in the back of your mind, like, oh shit, if it doesn't go well, I'm like locked into playing this much sort of thing. And then if you're in, let's say, maybe someone like high end shoes where you're like too rich for this, it's like, okay, now I have to like commit to playing however many hands of 10K, which for a lot of these guys is probably just like not enough money. And it's kind of just like a waste of time where if they could just pop in and play for fun, they probably would do it. But if they have to like commit to it in advance, I don't know, it's probably not worth it sort of thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Do you know how much of a penalty they have to pay if they don't complete the hands? Is it like a
I
buy?
think, well, so everyone I know had to, you paid like a 10K deposit. So there was like so that it's at least that. And then I don't know how it works if you, maybe you just lose your deposit if you forfeit. I'm actually not sure how that works or anything. If Owen's in the chat, he would obviously know better than I do.
Do you think this was implemented because somebody can like hit and run you? Maybe play, I don't know, let's say 300 hands, run good in all-ins pre-flop, and then just take 40, 50K from you, 80K from you, and then just stop playing the competition. Is this why?
Yeah. Yeah,
mean-
I guess just to make sure, like, basically, if someone gets hit and ran or whatever, that they get compensated a bit or something like that. I'm not totally sure how this all works. I think for the spirit of the competition, it's like everyone's pretty locked into playing whatever the hand requirement was. So hopefully that won't be an issue. But yeah, like I said, I think for getting a bunch of people to play that's what makes it kind of tough.
Yeah, I remember when Doug and D-Nex were playing, that was going on for a while, right? For them to arrange the times, streams, and play as many hands as they played, and then there was Galfond also heads up challenge, right? So like Owen said in chat, it's why big heads up matches with X hands are so rare. Yeah, it's interesting that people don't find it like. If I was a heads up player, I would find it awesome to just compete, and like you said, they're already providing you prizes. Even just for competing, you get like a buy-in or something. But the opposite is true. You get to play against, I guess, the best in the world. So you get to test your skill and potentially win some extra prize like a Rolex or trophy or simply recognition that you're the best in the field, you know.
Yeah, remember Tom Duan and who was it? Jungleman never finished, right?
But they plan to. They discussed recently, right?
What? It's been 20 years.
I think they're still going to do it, right? I think they're talking about it.
What?
Did you guys watch the interview on Run It Once from?
No, it's never going to happen.
Like
Average.
Tom Durdwan came, let's call it retirement, even though it wasn't retirement. He's just now alive and well, so to speak. And they asked him about the jungle, whole thing, and he said that he wasn't able to complete it because of reasons that he was unreachable and playing in Macau. And basically, reading between the lines, it sounded like somebody he was playing for somebody and he couldn't get out of it from some debt. But he did say that he plans to honor the deal, and they got them both on a call somewhere on YouTube. I saw that call where they were like discussing and that they do plan to complete the challenge eventually.
Wait, it sounded sincere, or was it like when Dylan said he was going to teach golf to
I mean,
Mark?
if you guys have contact with Jungle, you can ask him. But from what I saw, Jungle said that he was reassured that that's going to finish eventually. That he didn't do it on purpose and all that. Again, this is only from what I picked up and what I watched. This happened all in last 6 to 9 months. Before that, you couldn't see Tom Durdwan anywhere. Like he wasn't posting, he wasn't being active on any socials. But lately, I think they promoted him into some sort of ambassador or coach on Run It Once. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw like a big interview with him there. So I'm assuming that he is now part of their staff.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, hopefully it gets sorted out somehow. Oh, wow. Maybe big pot here?
Oh, boring. This is boring.
Mm.
It's never good. Never good when this is the flop. 3-bet pot.
Ooh.
And the sizing over
Yeah.
that.
Get the old 69 for paint.
Ayo.
All right, we're zoomed in. We got a call.
Mhm.
We got a call.
This could be a big pot, I guess. Possible.
Probably folding to the stab.
I think Clicker's gonna check. Yep. Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Aren't you playing in this thing?
Yeah, probably folding.
I'm actually tied up at the moment.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Can you leave your sound on?
Jesus Christ.
We used to be on call when we were playing years ago, me and him. And he plays on a treadmill desk or a standing desk or whatever.
Nice.
And then he would just be like, "Oh, I'll be right back." And then he would just like, while we're playing, I'm like, I can just hear the pissing in the toilets.
But he had like a Bluetooth headphones or something.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
That would be.
That's not fun.
Are you sure he didn't use bottle like while he was sitting or walking on a treadmill?
Huh?
Are you sure he wasn't using this peanut bottle system, like Joe Ingram used to use? He actually went to the bathroom instead of like using peanut bottle, right?
No, I think he's good. He's good at taking. He's good at being a healthy guy. What happened in that pot? Hard in the paint one with a hand.
Yeah, on the left side, you mean?
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get to. Nothing more happened. As soon as it was getting interesting, we all were waiting. Nothing. Small bet and folds.
If you're talking about the turn action, right?
Yeah.
It was a stab on the turn and a fold, like under bet after flop over bet.
I'm gonna pull it up.
I'm not sure if you're talking about ace king king one.
Yeah, the diamonds.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
was.
can I give a quick shout out? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hola, señor. Mi amigo Pedro. ¿Cómo estás? I hope you are well. Have a good day. He sent me a picture of here. I'll send you the picture that he sent me. He's a great guy. Little Johnny, one of the nicest. A great player as well.
Well, you're talking about Biduzin,
he
right?
actually
His name is Pedro.
No. He actually played in the Cash Game World Championship mid stakes, I believe.
Okay.
He
What are
sent
you
me
talking
this.
about?
I think he's Mance Raider on Coin.
Yeah, that's Davy's brother.
Yes, he sent me this. He's a great guy. What a nice guy. Never, always says nice things.
Polite, nice and polite.
Wait, it looks like the middle finger is
Nice.
for me because I'm the only one showing. That's messed
Well
up,
clipped
dude.
nails, to be fair. Very nice. Could use some wire management on the bottom right there, but it looks like he's got it on the big TV. I mean,
There we go.
that's nice.
He's
What a great
invested,
guy.
huh?
What a great guy.
Popolevsky asked in the chat, who is going? All right, well, let's do this again. So I messaged all the players that I wasn't particularly familiar with going into this challenge to know more about them. And GoinHardInThePaint said that he was in the army as an infantry paratrooper and picked up poker while he was in Afghanistan. And now he studies Spanish and trains MMA at American Top Team, and he plays heads up as well. There you go. And his favorite fighters in the UFC is Sean Strickland and Charles Oliveira. Now you know everything there is to know about him. You guys didn't know that, did you?
There you go.
No, I heard, but
A paratrooper? I don't even know. What is that exactly? Parachute, right? I assume, yeah. A military parachutist trained to drop into combat zones, often behind enemy lines. Yeah, don't mess with this guy.
For sure, don't mess with him. Yeah. I'm surprised Clickr is taking his money. You should just give him money and try to take it from Owen.
It's a big pot.
Yep. Nice run out too.
That's 25.87. It's just going to be a folds.
What happened there? I think Clickr raised the turn or something. Or what happened in that hand?
Oh, well, 1 second. I'll bring it up. Do you guys think it would have been better to have show tables? Was it just never going to happen when it's, it's only 10K and then it's high stakes guys that will just kind of never approve of that?
I don't know, but I heard. No, 1 sec. I heard that they that someone suggested it or that they were talking about it or something, and a lot of people liked it. So I heard that it might happen maybe.
Well, you think he might still be added?
That's what I heard. I guess I shouldn't say.
Yeah, no. I mean, from what I hear, it seems very unlikely, but we'll see.
Yeah, I heard someone brought it up that they should add show tables for like the second table or something, and I guess that got a lot of positive feedback. So maybe they'll do it.
Yeah.
But I also the new software has some show tables, right? I believe.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, if it was talked about, there must be. Yeah.
I think it does, but for some reason, I feel like they don't get that much traction. Like I haven't seen games really run on those. Maybe they don't even have it, but I think they do, and it doesn't get that much traction. Oh my gosh, look at Clickr with that's a big hand. It's a full house.
As far as the challenge, I think at least one show table out of two would be a good compromise. But I mean, of course, these guys, they're the ones playing for the big money. If a few of them say, I'm not going to play if it's show tables, I can totally understand. And Owen said in chat, some of us are asking for show tables. If you guys want them, please be vocal about it. Should I link Kaki's email in the chat?
I think
a cool-
everyone likes the show tables.
I think a
Yeah,
fair compromise would be maybe like
One
if
table,
both players in
one
the
off.
match agree to it, then they can do it or something. Because it wasn't
Nah,
discussed.
I think
Because it
it
wasn't
needs to
discussed
be like
beforehand.
I think it needs to be like everyone. Like you can't just have two people who are playing the challenge not have show tables, and then like other people kind of agree to it because like they're like, oh, I'll do it, and then everyone's just gonna end up saying no because then they're just like, oh, well, now I'm just giving up so much info. Maybe like however many hands they're gonna play throughout the entire challenge of like show tables versus like if everyone does it, then it's a bit more fair game.
I agree, but I think if going into it you didn't, if it wasn't part of the requirements, I think it's hard to tell
Yeah,
people
yeah,
they
definitely.
have to do it. So, and then by that logic, like the two people can just say no, right? Like no one's playing Clickr, right? Like let's say they know that nobody else has to do it, but if they agree to it, then I think it's legit that it could thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think forcing everyone retroactively to do it is a bit I don't know. If I were in the challenge and they added that rule, I'd be a little bit frustrated if it wasn't like decided on beforehand. So
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with what you said now. Yeah. If it was decided before the competition started, which would have made sense, by the way, then definitely. But in the middle of competition to change the rules, somebody can decide not to do it and opt out, you know?
yeah, I think
Yeah, I agree.
unfortunately, because I agree, like as a spectator, of course, it's like it's way better to have show tables, but
Not just that, like when you decide to participate in any sort of competition, in a way you are giving your permission to the organizer to guide you through the competition and you accept the rules that the organizer sets. But a professional way to do it is not to change things as things are running or going, you know, like you agree to the set of rules beforehand. Otherwise they can change 50 things as you go along, you know. Next thing you know, it's you streaming with webcam or, you know, showing that
yeah,
you're playing in your room or whatever. So
yeah, for sure.
but definitely it's missing because there is so many cool spots that we could have seen here shown, like what kind
By the
of
way,
buffs they're pulling or buff
I think
catching.
if they do make like a poll or whatever between the 12 people playing and all 12 agree to do like one show table or something, then I think adding it is super legit. But I think if anyone or whatever doesn't want to do it, I don't think you should make them do it once the thing has started, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
that's just my opinion. Like I don't know. Not up to me. So
I would love to talk about this hand with you guys here that took place earlier that you mentioned. Oh, hi, Mark. So going hard in the paint, he opens 2 big blinds on the button, and Clickr 3 bets to 9 big blinds. And then going hard in the paint calls, and Clickr flops the world here. He flops the full house. What's like when this happens here? How do you think about building the pots? Like, is it always a check on the flop and then start betting maybe small on the turn, or like how do you get all the money in here? What are you thinking? Maybe actually, if it's you can tell us first what you think.
I mean, these guys, we have our, you know, the real deal here. So, but I could tell you how I would approach this spot because we have way more, you know, in our range. When you look at our range versus small blinds range, small blind will have way more ace axes. So in theory, we should be like betting small because we have a lot of merges here. We are betting quads, full houses, strips, under pairs, second pairs, king highs, you know, no mate hands. And you're basically range betting this spot, if you think about it. That should be like a default go-to thing happening. And I think if they have a dynamic where somebody is like stabbing with a high frequency on these kind of range bet boards, then it makes sense to check.
Yeah.
To play very obvious, checking always the strongest and betting everything in between, you know. But I don't think they have this dynamic unless they played before. I don't know their history. But yeah, whenever the general rule of thumb is whenever you hold blockers to the calling range, like here you're holding an ace and you're holding a 3, you tend to lean more towards checking. But the thing in heads up, as I said, like small blind has a lot of ace X, defends ace 9 all the way through ace queen off and ace deuce suited all the way to ace queen suited for 100 BB. So definitely, going hard here has trips that he will call down, and he has all these like deuces through nines and even to tens and frequency of pocket jacks. So you can get value plus the flush draws and spade draws. It's not like you always have to check, but it just depends what Clickr does here, because we saw him when he had a value hand, he was spotting with king jack off when we started the stream, right? You remember that king jack something, flush draw texture, and he was spotting top 2. And here I didn't follow what he actually did in the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did the same play, because I think due to the low hand count in the competition, that whenever they have value, my estimate is they would be putting money in fast, like front loading the equities and trying to get EV paid off.
Dylan, you're playing 50, 100 at the Bellagio. You 3-bet ace 3 suited and you get this flop. What's happening there?
I don't know. I think I just bet. Try to put the money in. Kind of just, yeah. I'm not really.
Simple.
I'm just kind of hoping they got something. Yeah, I don't know.
What did Clickr do? He bet, I guess.
I didn't see. Yeah.
So
I'm very curious now.
I'm playing it now. It goes really fast for some reason. Yeah, we can catch it after.
I think. I don't know.
Also, it looks like there was another big pot on the other table too.
I'll check after.
Oh, there's a big pot going on right now.
Yeah, this one.
Little overbet. Ooh, what a river too. I think Clickr has queen 9 of clubs. But that's just
supposed to bet that on the river.
You know what happened?
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna block. I think he's gonna block river.
With this sizing, you think it's like 2 pairs weaker than ace X?
We'll never know.
I don't even know what the action was. So.
Okay, wait. Let's finish. Let's finish this one hand first in the replayer here. But for some reason, it goes really fast on the turn. I can't quite see, but I think it's bet and raise.
What sizing was the bet?
I'm trying to see, but it's like super fast.
3/4 on the river.
So he checks. Oh, no, it was the flop. Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah, it looks like Clickr bet the flop.
Oh, it was a call. Okay, actually, I thought it was a raise. Yeah. So bets 540 then call.
Check or something.
Yeah, check on the turn.
River.
Oh, that sucks. His value got countered so bad.
Yeah, and I guess he bets and paint calls with something.
With Jack, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, or, I mean, who knows? That would have been a thing, though, that I think they should have done for this, even though it's not part of the software. Like, I feel like most sites have where, like, when you call the river, it shows your hand.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But
both hands show, yeah.
Yeah, this one hides the showdowns, which is kind of extra annoying for this.
But isn't there pros to this, like preventing data mining and all this stuff?
Yeah, maybe it's good. I have no idea. I'm just mean in terms of it makes it even like a little kind of extra annoying from a viewer perspective, because you don't even see like hands that got to showdown on the river if a player lost, sort of thing, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever.
Yeah, I would love to know if he called like pocket 8, pocket 9.
Yeah, what if exactly like Pink could have called queen high there or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool to see.
Or he's just calling to bluff catch like against king queen, king 10, queen 10, So he's probably not calling those kickers with pairs, probably calling under pairs and jack X. Is what I would have expected to see, but I guess we can ask him if he can share the hand history. Johan, bro, you probably have his contact if he wants to
Well, I think like the whole point of not using show tables, like if people start saying that stuff, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Obviously,
I'm gonna get blocked
everything.
by all the players on Discord, dude. How you want me to cast?
No, we need show tables. Owen needs to push for show tables.
Show tables is sick. Show table, like it's just so fun, just seeing every hand.
Yeah, I'm sure Owen's pushing for it for what it's worth. It sounded like he was, but yeah, it's not only up to him.
It's probably like the only one. He's like fighting a losing battle. He's like, guys,
Yeah,
anyone?
yeah.
Everyone stays quiet.
And then Dylan said for this one, Queen 9, right? How did the hand go?
I'll replay it.
I remember checking GTO whenever you have like a shitty run out, that when it comes to 2 pairs, you're checking a lot of 2 pairs, protecting out of position. And then if you do bet, you kind of prefer to bet with the top card, like ace x 2 pairs, you know, because if you get raised, you can continue with those. But heads up, you guys are pros for this. I'm total noob for heads up.
So this is 3-bet pot, then check on the flop.
Uh-huh.
And then he overbets the turn.
Yeah, you can do
150%.
that with value for sure. If he's slow playing some sets or whatever.
Then we get a call.
Shit river.
Yeah,
for
then he
sure.
puts river. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. Who knows what he had?
His story sticks. The sizing is good too on that river.
Owen said, I will ask for show tables for my matches. We'll see if it happens. That's actually so sick. Imagine if like he's the only one for every one of his match that's playing show tables, like casually getting like a handicap because everybody else can like study his matches. Owen is the GOAT, dude. Like, this guy is just not afraid of anything.
No argument there.
He's cooking, dude.
Not yet, but
what
he
do
will
you
be.
think? I was trying to figure out what the likelihood of someone winning was per match, and I think because I remember when I was doing the heads up no limit 25K, what should I call it? The WSOP event. Brandon, you're
Yeah. No, you're good.
You're playing,
You played
right?
it? You played it?
I've played it. I've played it twice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But when I was doing like a variance calculator to see like what the odds of winning a match were, and it was like if you have like a 10 bigs per 100 win rate versus the person you're playing against, the odds of you winning is like 2%, 2% higher or something like that. Just because the format's like very fast and you're playing heads up live and stuff, and so like you don't really have that much of an edge in the heads up sit and go. So I was like, oh well, what's it like for this challenge? And I think I put in like 2,000 hands at like 10 big blind win rate, and the odds of winning were like 60%. And someone was like, yeah, this like it's just a total flip pretty much of like who's gonna win. But then it's just like if you watch like any basketball game, if you watch any football, like if you watch like the Patriots Seahawks or something, like they all have like a 66% chance of winning or 60% chance of winning or whatever. It's just kind of like just like a normal match as well. And usually the 60% is quite high and
Yeah.
in a heads up match.
I think the one thing
I think it's well done.
I think one thing that adds to this format a bit is compared to like a tournament, like the 25K or whatever, is like someone getting smashed is like if you get smashed and start tilting or whatever, that's like really bad for you and really good for your opponent, basically. And that's a really real thing in cash games. I mean, it's probably real in tournaments, but in tournaments you're just out and then it's over, sort of thing. But in this, like, because it matters how much you win by and stuff like that, I think it makes a big difference, like how composed you can stay and stuff like that. Like there's like other dynamics that are hard to factor in if you're just looking at like win rates, sort of thing. Like presumably, like Linus.
And
or
also there's
something.
ICM in this as well, because if someone's just smashing the other person, it like the other person can kind of play like a lower variance style just to win the match, and then the other
Yeah.
person has to play like a higher variance, worse style of poker to like
Yeah.
try and claw back. So then like
By the way,
person who's
yeah, that brings up. Is this also? This is all in EV also, like the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
ones were. Okay, I was gonna say because it would be an interesting dynamic if it was just 21, and then like a bunch of people were just running it once to just back up the variance, you know. But
can I run it
Yeah.
twice?
What's that?
I don't see any mention
Yep,
of
can I-
that. So I'm guessing not. I mean, I haven't seen it once, so
Yeah, I've seen them only run once.
yeah.
Before.
On the
okay,
I mean,
okay.
on the software, you're able to run it twice, but
Yeah.
maybe they're for some reason don't want to.
wait, it's
yeah.
it's EVBB
Cool.
score, like the whole system, and it's
Yeah.
it's a point system where like you get
Mhm.
50 points per match win, and then you can win or lose like from 0 to 150 points per each match. And I think
Mhm.
150 points is basically if you win 15 buy-ins.
Wow.
Right. Which is a lot, but it's like it's for sure possible. Like that could definitely happen.
Well, apparently not. Look at
Especially
Clickr.
someone-
Clickr right now is up 3.6 buy-ins in their first session. They played less than 300 hands.
So actually, like maybe he's up. It could be like he's actually up more, but then like when we were like, oh, he's only up 2 buy-ins. That was earlier.
I don't think so.
But
I
what
think this
actually
factors in everything. I think this is how much he's up in the combining both tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like maybe they got in a flip and like Clicker's actually
Yeah.
up more money, but this
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is
because I was gonna say because he's up. Like if you click on the thing at the top right of the table, that shows how much they're up on the table.
Uh-huh.
top right, yeah.
Oh, this one.
On every single table, yeah.
No, on
Oh.
the top right. Yeah, that thing. And then you can see on each table he's up more than.
Oh my! He's up like almost 60K.
Yeah, so that'd be what? That's like 6 buy-ins, and that thing's showing like whatever 3.
Jesus.
3 and a bit.
I mean, that makes sense because he went all in like 4 times, right? And every single time he won like ace king versus jacks, he won queens versus ace king, and there was one more flip spot, I forget. And every single one of these all-ins, we saw him win. So it makes sense that EV is showing less than the actual winnings because he won all these 55% all-ins, you know?
Yeah, it's really, really disgusting how good this guy runs.
But it's not disgusting when you're the guy running.
Sounds like we got a hater over there.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Clickr. I'll say that.
Then we will
Weird.
see him match up with
As opposed to paints.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a preference on who wins this match?
And now it's like 50-50, you know.
Wow. It's
I just
good.
want Owen to cook, dude. As long as Owen cooks.
I want Owen to cook.
You might play
he
like
needs to get
tomorrow
back in
after
the kitchen.
tomorrow.
with show tables, hopefully.
No,
I wonder if Owen's a good
Nothing-
cook, actually.
I'm gonna say he if he got into it, he'd be really fucking good. But I'm gonna say right now he's really bad at it.
Yeah, I
Right.
could see that.
At show tables?
Like
No,
I think
just
he'd
cooking.
he would watch like any video,
Mhm.
like any cooking video, and I think he would be able to replicate it very, very quickly if
Owen, if you're still in the chat, can you let us know how your cooking is?
could do a little cooking challenge. You want to do a cooking challenge between me, you, and him?
Yeah, a little cook-off.
Are
I'm
you
pretty bad.
Are you gonna be in?
I'm
Are you gonna be in Vegas this summer?
Yeah, sure.
If Owen's here, let's do a little cook-off.
I'm coming just for the cook-off, dude.
All right.
That and to learn how to golf.
The cookouts.
What should we do?
It's better
What
than-
kind of food should we cook? Should we do like a chili? Should we do like a kind of like chili kind of thing, or?
National
Chili.
dishes. Since Owen is from UK, maybe beans on toast
Yeah, he'll
or
make some
something.
shitty
Fish and
nonsense.
chips, right? The
Yeah,
UK
there you
dish.
go.
You think
Like,
there's no way that Owen can cook? He was talking last time about he's ordering food. Like he's a
Well-
young in his 20s, rich guy. Like, there is no way this guy is not like Uber eating every single meal that he's having. There's zero chance.
He's in his
I'm
20s?
a big,
Isn't he?
I'm a big Uber
thought he was
Eats
like
guy,
50.
unfortunately.
Dude, that's-
I wouldn't bet on that. He probably knows how to cook.
Wow, that's
he,
funny.
well, I went skiing with Owen like last year and a half ago, maybe.
Did he make you
And
food?
no, the thing was, he was very bad at skiing. And then he just took one lesson and then he was just flying down the slopes like very, very easily, you know?
Okay.
So like that's kind of how I'm imagining him skiing is like, it's going to be easy for him.
John, I
Possibly.
just noticed, by the way, sorry to change subjects. What are your color tags?
Oh, yeah, I just put random here. Like, just to
Sure.
be able to differentiate them, because like on the older software, you could spin people around. Now it kind of triggers me that Clickr on the left side is at the top and on the right side is at the
Oh,
bottom.
I see.
Yeah.
It's like
don't
triggering my
that.
OCD.
That's a bummer.
That would be a nice bug fix, right?
Yeah,
that'd be good.
it would be nice to mirror both tables. I'm just going to react to chats a bit. This is not realized. Is this a heads-up match series where the winner of each match moves up the ranking? So it's groups of 3. When you open the software, you can go to the Cash Game World Championship tab, and then you'll see all the groups. It's 4 groups of 3 for Hold'em, and 2 groups of 4 for PLO. And then the winner of each group in Hold'em will move on to the semifinals. So here, this is Group D, Clickr and Paint. Prodigy is also in this group as well. So that question. And then somebody asks, do they ever reset the tables? I'm guessing when they stop playing and they come back, then they'll get starting stack 100 big blinds again. So that would be when. I'm assuming they don't come back with the stack that they had, but yeah, that's just my assumption.
I think you're allowed to reset stacks, but I'm...
Oh wait, they would come back with the same stack?
No, opposite. Like
Okay.
I heard you're allowed to reset stacks.
Oh, you say allowed as if it wasn't the normal thing. I would have assumed it's the normal thing.
I think it depends. It depends. Sometimes in heads-up matches, or I guess often in heads-up matches, it's kind of like implied that you just playing until like you just play deep if you get deep, sort of thing. But I don't know if that's the case in this.
And then Alexi has said, can you please comment the heads up? Guys?
No, we don't know how.
I think I'm down more in heads up than anyone you've ever talked to.
Oh,
Do tell,
nice.
please do tell.
Well, I just don't know
Down-
how to play.
Condo, apartment, house, a villa,
It kind of depends where your condo is.
because we are talking about Oven, let's say UK prices, I guess. $500,000, less than $500,000, Not that much, obviously, right?
Yeah, definitely
Jesus.
not. Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Clicker
So,
just
like,
wins every hand.
A car.
Yeah. No, I'm.
How does
I think
that
my
make you
heads up
feel?
graph is like. Could be
Me?
like half.
Yeah.
I'm nauseous, dude.
Ace 9.
Nice check.
It's hard to
But
watch.
Wow, you got there. You got there. Jesus Christ.
Dylan, are you watching on
This is-
Twitch? Because I feel like you're quite delayed.
I'm on YouTube.
Bro, you're a boomer, man. We say Twitch. YouTube is like way more delayed.
YouTube has. Okay, I mean, I
You're
have
like
the Twitch
1
one up
minute
as
late.
well.
It's like, I'm already in the replay. It's like, oh,
1
you
minute.
bet this much.
Yeah. Well, 1 minute's kind of a long time.
It's not a minute, but it's definitely a little bit. Okay, so this hand, we have an open and a 3-bet to 900s, a 4-bet to 24, and a call, and 6-4.
Four bet pot.
Clicker checks, and we see a check back.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the big pairs are in position, are you always betting, or like are you mixing? What's happening? Because like when I have a big pair, again, I'm a pretty bad player. I always see what beats me. I'm like, oh yes, tens for sure, So how do you guys see these spots? If it's maybe tell us first.
It's a 4-bet pot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when pot to stack ratio is such in 4-bet pots, you're kind of front loading the money, and you're getting called lighter too. So you are supposed to push the equities, and also this 10-6-4. There is 9-8, 8-7, and yeah, those are the regular draws that Clickr can have in 4-bet pot. So those are also hands that he can check raise or check jam, expecting some, C bets from ace highs, king highs, whatever, that are part of the over cards betting range on those flops. But he will also obviously have jacks plus here for value. So what makes sense to check usually by GTO when you look at these sims and it's like 10 highs or lower flops is aces. Those are always like one of the best checking hands in position. And the more that you node log that somebody is going to probe on the turn, the more incentivized you are to bet less and let them give you the money, But again, I don't know the dynamic between them. Have they played in the past? What kind of meta game they have developed for somebody to start checking like aces, kings here? I just think it's super obvious when somebody has over pairs, they're betting, and yeah, if they play check now, Clickr can start probing way more because he's attacking all these overcards like ace king, ace queen, ace jack, whatever, and then he's probably going to try to fold that with his busted draws on the river. I do remember ace getting there on the river for Clickr, but the idea is the same,
Yeah.
Like even if he didn't hit an ace, he would probably try to fold ace king by jamming on the river after betting the turn.
Dylan, any thoughts?
Nope.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah. What was like the original question, or just on the hand in general?
Yeah, just the hand.
Yeah, I mean, look. We don't know what paint had, so hard to say. But I mean, Clicker's hand makes sense. So
Yeah. Kind of a sick turn to get for free. Because on the flop, like you're facing a bet, you're not loving it, obviously.
oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, whatever. There was another. I think Paint won a stack back.
Yeah. On the right side. If we find it. And he made a few comments about it too. So.
Oh, can you type in is there a chat?
Yeah. Bro.
Oh.
You hating on the software? You haven't even tried the software. You're hating on there. You don't even know there is a chat. How dare you?
Even know, dude.
Dylan.
Trust me, the last people I want to talk to are poker players.
So this hand, let me go back. So it's an open 3-bet to 12. That's kind of big. Calls 10-5-5.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this, Dylan. Isn't that sick that you can see the hands here if you press this while you're rewatching the hand? I'm pretty sure no other poker software in the world offers this. What do you got to say now?
Feature, man.
I'm the CoinPoker, where you can
Exactly.
sometimes see
I
the
love
hands.
CoinPoker.
Yeah.
There you go. Finally.
Every once in a while, you can see the hands.
So check flop.
Do you think it's standard from both sides? Turn. 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I really struggled with personally is figuring out when, if you have like the flush draw here in position, like obviously you got a flush draw in a pair here, like is it ever worth rejamming to deny equity to make some hands that maybe have you beat folds? Or you think it's just like what's got you cooked that's gonna call and then it's just like a losing play? If it's how, what do you think about this?
I think it depends on like three things. First one is how wide is somebody delay C betting here, and second thing is, do you get called by worse if you jam? So for example, if he jams queen eight of spades, does he get called with every single ace high flush draw? If that's the case, then it's a profitable jam, you know.
But how can you know that?
Well, that's the dynamics and starting range versus range in this spot. Like, what is he expecting him to delay c-bet? Is he c-betting every single flush draw here on flop? Probably not. Some of them he checks with better showdown value, being the ace high ones. So then he delay c-bets them. And when you have a combo draw here, it's all about like how much is this hand really worth? What are you trying to deny equity from? If you're denying equity from king, queen, queen, jack, king, jack, ace, jack type of hands, you are more likely. The third thing is the pot to stack ratio. So when you look at this pot, when somebody bets on turn 40%, was it? Like, you don't have to go super big. You don't have to go all in. You can probably raise smaller on the turn and still get them to float these bluff catchers or simply come over the top with them, you know. So in that
Dude,
sense,
how do you guys know these things?
I study a lot of GTO, but like when I
That's
play in game,
crazy.
my recalling is not the same like when I analyze the hands, trust me. And I play a lot of anti-straddle games where rake is insanely high, there is no rake back, no promos. So I had to polish my post-flop skills a lot to be able to figure out like where is the EV coming from. But the answer, the short answer is it depends, right? If you get called by worse a lot here, like if you get called by whatever 8-7 suited, obviously it's a good jam, or any ace high flush draw and stuff like that as well.
All right, Dylan, I'm giving you another chance. What's up, man?
What's going on?
You tell me.
Okay, so what's the hand? I didn't even this
It's
Jack 10 one?
Yeah. I'll just
So what's the specific question?
Yeah, just what's happening in this hand.
All right, let me rewatch it real quick.
So Clickr opens, paint 3 bets.
It's great. I mean, I like the raise pre-flop. It's a good raise. I don't know about that, but I mean, two cards of different colors. It's a bit strange. Okay, so we'll probably have a check. Okay. He bets a turn. What's happened here? Go for a call. And then he goes all in.
Yeah, you can see the cards the whole time.
Yeah, you can enable or disable it. So if you want, you can like turn it off up there.
Oh, yeah. That's a great feature.
We got him. Let's go.
All right, so my guess here is that he's trapping on the flop and he says, you know, I have a he's checked. So he's saying I have a weak hand, right? Cause if he bets, he's just going to get a call or a fold. And so he checks and then, Clicker's like, you know, my flush draw is not that good. So, and I can maybe hit a pair, maybe it's good. If I get check raised and then jammed on the turn, maybe it's not good. So I'll just check back. Turns an 8, and he's like, all right, you know what? I think my hand is good now because he checked the flop. So maybe he doesn't have a 5. And I was scared of the 5. So then he bets. And then he goes, well, I hit my pair, got a flush draw. You know, he's probably not going to see this flush coming. Maybe I have like ace high or something. Maybe I can, you know, there's Jack 9, 9, 7, Queen Jack. So then when he gets to the river, he goes, well, I probably fold a bunch of like 6, 7, like all those straight draws. So I don't think I can be folding an 8. And he checked the flop, and I don't want to fold versus a guy who's like playing all tricky and all that. So that now he's like, all right, time to time to catch him. And turns out he was pretending. Yeah. So he tricked him. It was a good trick.
Oh, hi, Mark. Anything
Where
to
else
add?
can you get this Where else can you get this kind of analysis? That's what I want to know. Some high level stuff, dude.
You know, I feel like
poker's not hard.
We always get comments about like, you know, commentating the hands or like the live, and like Busto in the chat said, just let me tell you the way you are behind the game, and comment on hand which happened 20 minutes ago while missing live play is ridiculous. I'm not sure if like, what do you guys think? Like, should we focus on live play? Because I find it like to be much harder to like follow. Because like we're gonna look at a hand, they might bet and call and whatever fold really fast. Most of the time we're not gonna see the showdown anyway. And then even if we see it, we're gonna see the showdown for 3 seconds on the river, and then it's gonna move on to the next hand. So I always feel like the replayer is a much better place to look at, because now we get to see the run out card by card. In this case, we even see their card and how were they thinking. So it's a much better way to go back over the hand personally. But I feel like we always get these comments of like someone that's like, oh, look at the live play. What do you guys think about this?
I don't know, man. Some people I think just like to complain.
Yeah.
I mean, we are reading the chat. It's heads up 2 tabling, so the action is very fast. If we were commenting every single hand as it was going live, we would have no chance to discuss anything amongst ourselves or to respond to questions in the chat, or, you know. So like, I think this is a great format because we pick big hands, big spots where we can actually at least see some showdowns and discuss the lines and EV, and spend rest of the time on chat and giving value to viewers in other areas, like discussing Owen's cooking, for example, and the competition that you're gonna have for this. I want to bet on this, by the way. Just give me a line. I'm gonna bet on Owen.
I would bet on myself. I'm a great cook.
Really? What can you make?
In his studying abilities, you know.
Huh?
What do you make?
Whatever you want, baby. Not hard, is it?
Pretty sure if I ask you for a French dish, you're gonna be completely lost.
I can make a bunch of different things. I mean, not good at poker, so I gotta be good at something, right?
That's a good point.
And okay, I pulled it. Sorry?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I pulled up the hand we just saw, which was, I think, a 3-bet pot.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right, let's see how this guy's cooking is.
Hello.
Tell the people.
Hey.
Hey. BitConnect.
What's going on, Mr. Cook?
Mr.
Chef,
Cook.
yes, chef.
I reckon if there was like a master chef of poker players, I think I'd do all right. I don't reckon I'm favorite. There's going to be someone out there who knows how to, but poker players have got to be so bad at cooking on average. So
okay.
But Dylan is confident in his cooking.
Oh god, this feels so unfair because he brought me breakfast in bed. But
Okay, well, that may have happened. That may have happened actually.
The breakfast was good. The lunch was, I mean, the pasta was a touch overcooked. You know, one would say if they were being generous. But I you know, I'd back myself. You know, you got to really, even if there's no evidence to support it. God, I'm an ungrateful little shit, aren't
I? Looks like they're done.
Yeah.
Owen came just in time to watch him finish. Owen, just hop in there and play, dude.
Yeah.
I'll ask. I don't know if he'll want to play when he's tired. I mean, I've been playing as well, but we'll see.
Can you get show tables? Like,
I've asked for them for tomorrow or day after.
Oh, tomorrow, okay.
But like,
yeah,
your opponent would have to agree, or how does it work? It's just your opponent that has to agree?
Yeah, they basically said if they agree, they'll put them up.
That's crazy because like you're handicapping yourself almost like for the show.
Yeah, it's fun though.
So sick.
Someone's already handicapped though, so
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's true. It's true.
What the fuck is
Farming
that?
those disabled
What
bay.
the fuck is
Disabled
that?
bay. What the fuck is
Did you
that?
see that?
I gotta throw a rocket. Sorry.
What the fuck was that? That was terrible.
Wait, what happened?
Jesus.
We can't talk
I
about it
can't. Yeah, I can't talk about it.
on some terrible site.
I asked Paint if he wants to play, and he said in an hour or two if I don't kill myself. So rooting hard.
Jesus Christ.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
pretty reasonable.
Come on,
He
Paints.
sort of
Is he gonna kill
really.
himself just from the Clickr? Or
We love you, Paints. Stay with us,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, if I lost 5 buy-ins to Clickr, I'd be on the edge, man.
That's fair.
Why?
Actually.
Isn't losing 5
Why
buy-ins
would you-
completely normal?
Not the
Yeah, but
Clicker.
The Clickr, yeah. The
Yeah.
Clickr, that's tough.
God, I don't know. I haven't seen that man put in a dime without the nuts his entire life.
So
Smart.
he
Thompson
won
smart.
all in from Clickr, right? And Clickr left. Like this
Mhm.
bottom table that John shared. He won that hand with 8s, and Clickr just quit him after that.
No, but
Yeah,
he has a
yeah,
set of
yeah.
8s. Yeah.
Was that like a
Yeah,
raid
no,
quit?
Clicker had like 5s or something. I don't know what the action was, but like,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Wait,
But
so
before that, he was winning all the spots and everything seemed fine, and then he lost one.
Yeah, no, he's gone to the Kaihan school of Rungard.
Uh-huh.
He he knows how to feel the energy, feel the rhythm.
He feels the software. He knows that the bad run is coming. You know? He's got to quit well ahead.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's cut Kaihan in for a piece, in order to be his vibes coach.
why is Kaihan not in there, by the way?
I think a lot of people just have like scheduling stuff. He was interested. He was one of the people. Oh yeah, at the end there were like, so basically we can only do the format in multiples of 4, right? You can't, like, it's really hard to do it with like 15 people. I mean, I guess we could have done 3 groups of 5 actually. Fuck it. Now I'm realizing we could have done 3 groups.
You could have done
of 5.
16.
Yeah, no, but we only had 15 people. We were hunting for a 16th person. We were trying to get
Dude,
Isildur.
Bobby James, come on, like this.
We were trying to get Isildur to play, but that would have been so sick. But he has some I don't know. He has some other like brand deals which it clashed with. I don't know. I mean, I think we could have maybe made it work, but he just didn't really fancy it. It would have been so fun if we got Isildur in the mix.
Oh, and what about Limitless? Did he want to play? I remember he was.
Yeah, like I think that there's like a very long list of people who were maybes to playing, but didn't like. People just don't like being locked in for that many hands, you know. I mean, 4K hands isn't too much, but it's also like it is a bit annoying, and also you have to schedule your matches, and I don't know. I think these are like non-issues, and we could have got around it. But yeah. Well, I mean, we're running it with 12. It's just a bit more to go. And also, I think like Brandon or someone mentioned that like there is like a whole like you're committing quite a lot of time to it, which you aren't really like when you play the 6 max. You can just like hop in and see how you do, and if you do well, keep playing. Whereas this, it's like you can get dusted in the first couple of days, and then it's like, you know, you're still committed. Even if you don't think you're massively minus EV, you just might not fancy it. But I don't know.
You think there's any workaround to that, or
no? I mean, we could just embrace the fact that people can quit their matches, because we were like brainstorming this about how, because basically what happens if you win your match against someone and then they quit and then do like and they don't play their match against the other guy and they don't finish it. So then it's like, okay, does that guy get a free win? Like, does his win count the same as yours? It's just it's a bit hard to do. I mean, they're probably like, there's just a whole bunch of competing things. It's like we were trying to design a system which worked as good as possible if no one quits. And so, like, which is already hard, and we already which is already already a difficult thing to do. And so then we were like, oh, so what are we going to do if someone quits? And we were like, this just messes everything up. So we're like, okay, we're just going to have to put a forfeit, and we're going to have to, distribute it to people to account for the lost EV. But yeah, I mean, we tried.
Owen, how many hours is required to play this amount of hands? 2 tables.
It's like 20 hours.
Okay.
Which over 2 weeks is not that bad. This is why I don't think it's that big a deal. But it is just a bit depressing if you play it to, if you play it because you're in it for the free roll and then you get dusted on the first couple of days. I feel like people were, it's easy to sort of imagine those worst possibilities and be very tilted about the whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's I think there's going to be. I think the format could lead to some really cool moments towards the end of the group stage, especially the way we've designed the points. We were trying to make it so we didn't want it to be entirely this insane ICM thing, but we did want to keep a bit of that that sort of the Galfon challenge, how it comes down to the last day. And there are these interesting dynamics, which are, they're fun to talk about, they're fun to play. Even at the end of the World Champs this year, I know the last day dynamics were a bit controversial, but genuinely, as someone playing them out, was really fun to play. And also, I think it's kind of fun for everyone else in at least that scenario that, obviously the people competing have won a bunch of money, but we're sort of turned into whales by the way it works. The harsh thing about this is that the person who's behind has to up the variance. The nice thing about our version of it in the 6x1 was that it was the people who were ahead versus the field, even if they were behind from number one, was trying to up the variance. But this one, it's kind of if you're down, you're sort of forced to punt for a chance to go. But still, I don't know. I think it'll be fun. There's a lot of cool matchups I'm looking forward to see it. I mean, Jungle versus Flushy should be kind of wild. I think that one's going to be pretty fun, in my opinion.
Owen, are you gonna stream finals? Whoever gets to finals, is that gonna be, I don't know, both people streaming live on YouTube or something, or Twitch?
I don't know if we can get both people to stream, just because I don't know. If you haven't streamed, it is very distracting. It's I don't even think it would be. I think everyone will just out of hand say no. I have done a bit of streaming before, and I would still be no, that's too distracting. That's too much. And at the finals, we want it to be 2 people playing their A game, ideally, right? Or if they're tilting because of the cards rather than because of chat pros telling them they should have folded river. That's
No,
sometimes when you see chess championships or something, and you see Taru playing Magnus or whatever, they just have a cam on them. That would be pretty cool, just seeing the genuine reactions and.
Some people are very expressive.
I asked you this because Jungle, when he was streaming High Stakes World Championship, Cash Game World Championship, he had a lot of views, and it was very entertaining. And he was just bringing audience and awareness to CoinPoker.
I think I think it'd be. It might depend which regs get to the final. I feel if it ends up me versus Jungle in the final, there's a decent chance that we end up streaming.
That would be cool.
But it is quite a big disadvantage if one of you streaming and the other one isn't, I think. Which is no big deal if you're playing a one-off match, but there is this this other EV of the prize pool to think about.
What about for any match where players agree, then doing show tables and also you guys adding your webcam to the stream here? Then we can look at you. You don't have to speak. You don't have to show your cards. Nobody sees them. We only see because it's show table. But then we get to see faces.
You get to see me tilting.
Or cooking, one of the two,
Yeah.
I think that could be fun, something like this.
Yeah, no, it could be fun. The only problem is And well, okay, it's just my take. I might get some hate for this take. Kaki likes doing everything not just democratically, but like by unanimous vote. Anything which he wants to do, he wants like every pro to okay. And I'm kind of on this. There are some things where I'm just like, we should just railroad this. Like we should just make it happen. Like show tables, I'm like, we don't don't ask them. Just tell them.
Well, that one is probably pretty hard because I think there will be hard veto from some players. But then, the question becomes like, because of the prize pool, right? Which is like what, 180K total? Like, how much can you ask the players to do, right? Because like on one hand, there is no rake, then they get 180K, but then they don't really put up with anything. I guess they have to schedule matches in the Discord. That's it.
I mean, some of the prize pool from the players, by the way, 120K came from the players, 60K.
Oh, okay.
From the site.
Okay.
So, but like paying 60K to the players to make them show their cards is very reasonable. The problem is you're not paying like basically the point of the prize pool is to make like the marginal reg who thinks maybe maybe I'm like losing to these guys, but because of the prize pool it's fine and like it'll be fun about and like that's essentially the point of the prize pool, because like anyone we could just go and like like a lot of these heads up matches wouldn't take place without that, right? So then you have that guy, and then you say, "Oh, but what we're doing it for is to get your whole cards," and then they're a bit like, I mean, that's their argument. Yeah. My argument on the other side, I think a lot of people talk about whole cards when I don't know. I think they just like massively overestimate it. I don't think it's actually that big a deal. And I think like loads of people have must have looked at my like showdowns at this point, and it's like I don't know. I don't stress too much about it. So I mean, it's heads up, especially. You should just be playing differently versus every person. If you're like, if someone can look at my match versus Paint, like if Clickr can look at me play against Paint and get reads for me playing against him, then I'm not playing good poker, in my opinion. And I think anyone who plays a lot of heads up over time knows to be wary when other people give you reads. Like they do it with the best intentions, but then you get into a match and it's like, what the fuck? This doesn't apply at all. So yeah, I think everyone's way more stressed about this stuff than they should. A lot, yeah. it's like they have some hidden tech which people will only find if they have showdowns. But it's like, come on, like there's nothing. I doubt most of the guys who are like chirping about it are actually have anything they really need to keep under wraps.
Yeah, makes sense. Hopefully something can happen. How likely do you think it is that? I mean, you say you're pushing. Like, do you feel like you're close to getting?
Well, there are 4 regs who already said they want to show tables. Let me find it. Let me see. 6 votes yes, no votes against right now.
Nice.
Okay, so both llamas, me, Clickr, K-Rab, and Friends Call Me Mark have all voted yes, and there's been no one voting against the show tables.
Oh snap!
That doesn't mean they might they might crawl out of the woodwork. But like,
none of them wants to be the first one to vote against. But as soon as one knows, they'll
yeah. So we're all going to bully them. But like realistically, okay, Jungle's just not active on the Discord. Jungle's a yes for show tables, realistically. So then we're at a majority, At that point we get like and then I don't know who else is in here. What will their opinions be? I mean, Linus and Flushy don't love show tables. That's kind of annoying. They don't love it. Ugh.
How I would guess.
Can they be convinced?
Gaujun would not like it.
Yeah. It's funny though, like Linus and Flushy are the guys who would like are the guys that you could strong arm most with the conditions of the event, because it's Linus and Flushy, they're printing. so it's like you don't have to pay them like you can say the prize pool is for your whole cards, because you're not like this. You're not like on the cusp of whether you'll play or not. Like they're just like they play anyone anyway.
Xiaojun will make you a trade offer. He'll do the show table if you put the ante. Remember that guy was asking every day about the ante.
Yeah, I mean, I know like some people have like want to play these ante. I always feel like, and this might not be true, this is always how I feel like when people talk about antes. In Heads Up, it's already such a wide, splashy game, and then they talk about how like, oh, ante just means we play even wider, even splashier, and I'm always just sat there like, or does it just mean you studied this ante format? You know, like we're already opening 80% of hands. The difference between 80% and 100% in terms of like how splashy the game is, it is real, but it's not like the game isn't massively changing. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm being sharked. Which I mean, I could be wrong about that, but that's kind of how it feels.
Did you check, by the way, this part like in the software? You know, you have the standings and the matches, but this overview thing. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. No, I haven't seen that.
That's really sick because it recollects every single Cash Game World Championship. So the last one, then the PLO, mid stakes, and then the OG, the number one here.
The OG.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And with like a little description. The UK Pro outlasted a star-studded field.
Huge.
A professional chef.
Yeah, if poker doesn't work out. Oh man, I mean that is just.
Wait, you won more than the next three combined. I didn't even realize.
That's just fun to look at, isn't it? Really.
Frame it.
Yeah, they do have the dollar numbers, not the EV numbers up here, by the way.
Which makes it look even better, right?
Yeah. But like rigged was like I think. I mean he had about 300k in EV. I don't know. I feel like Linus was about on EV. I don't know. Maybe I'm off, but I don't remember it. But I remember rigged ran below EV by quite a bit, and then I ran like above by 100 or so.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then rigged in this championship ran like over EV by 150k.
Yeah, in the second one.
Or something like that. Yeah. So he got it all back and more. But yeah, I mean, that's how it goes.
Wait, that's funny. They put Kevin in second place with less earnings because they show the actual earnings instead of the EV.
Oh, yeah. Kevin overtook me on like basically the last hand to come second. But I don't know. I didn't really care. By the way, I didn't really care about second versus third. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a nice
thing
little,
they got going on there.
Whatever, yeah.
Around 100 players clashed.
It's almost as nice as seeing the whole cards in the replayer.
That's pretty sick. You gotta admit, like Dylan's been real quiet since I brought that up. Just gonna say.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We sold them on the software.
How do I change my avatar?
I saw. Oh, like, by the way,
it's so nice.
It's like in the table thing.
I think you just glanced over it for a sec, but it looked like Friends Call Me Mark and Sea Llama had like a plus one minus.
Yeah, they played a few hands to test the tables yesterday.
Okay, so they played some hands. Yeah,
barely any hands.
Like it was only a few. It wasn't many.
Yeah. What is the point? Is a buy-in or no? The
1 point is like 1K, I think, right?
Like 10 big blinds. Okay, that makes sense.
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, points 10 big blinds.
Friends call me Mark in second place.
I think there's also 50 points for the match winner, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it mentions 15 buy-ins, I think, right? Specifically it says EVBB score. Players can win or lose between 0 and 150 points. Oh, so it's like if you win 15 buy-ins or 20, it's like the same amount of points. You still get the max.
Yeah. We want it. Yeah, I mean, if someone loses more than 20, it's a bit wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we thought a cap made sense. I don't know. It's hard to get these numbers because we have no data on it. You know, we were just kind of trying to pick reasonable ballpark numbers. So hopefully it works out. But we'll update it for next time.
You had to pick someone to lose over 20 buy-ins. Who would you pick?
Someone you want to lose, not that you think they're going to lose. I think was more what he was going for.
I'm not gonna
Lead the fifth.
Gonna take that bait. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
a
gonna-
whale, dude. That's the easy. You obviously say Clickr or Paint. They're in your fucking pool.
Oh, true. But maybe not on a pick.
I don't think you have what it takes to be a chef.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
sorry,
be
buddy.
honest.
I can't cook. Yeah,
I'm
fair
shorting.
enough,
I'm
fair
shorting
enough.
Owen.
Exposed on stream.
Do you know how the groups were
Oh,
drawn,
really?
by the way? Was it completely random or?
No. The groups were done by draft system. So I guess we could talk about this. This was pretty cool.
There was
might be a
seedings?
YouTube video with this, but fuck it, spoilers. So let me go find it.
Maybe
But
don't say the
basically,
order.
what happened was there was a random order which was set, and then once the random order was set, you picked your group in that order. If that makes sense. So like Crassy Fisk was the first to pick, so he just gets put in group A. And then it was Jungle, Cherry Blossom, who so he went group B, and then Flushy and Xiaojun joined him in B. So yeah,
Well, so they were next to pick, and they picked to be in the Jungle Man's group.
Yeah. So they're kind of like hunting jungle.
Oh my god, that's so
like,
sick.
the thing is, like, I mean, it's like, you know, I I kind of wonder if that like tilted jungle or got him like motivated and riled up. Because like to me, if I see someone's hunting me, it gets me like, I mean, it's a little bit of both, but it really gets me fired up to play. If I think someone like, it's weird because sometimes people will just like Clanty asked me to play for a bit, and he was just kind of like, oh, I'm just like playing, you know, just for some YouTube content and just because it'll be fun to play for a bit. And I just wasn't as invested then. I'm like, I'm much more invested if you think I fucking suck. that's what gets me fired up. So yeah, we'll see. And yeah, I want to see it. Yeah. So that's the group which I'm like interested in because Jungle plays a pretty wild style.
But so who went in Group D first? Like, what was the order there?
So then Group D was... Oh, so Group D, we kind of just got left at the end. We were picking at the back. So it was just like... let me try and remember what it looked like at that point. So at that point, so Group B was filled. Group A was Linus and Crassy. I think, was it Linus and Crassy?
Wait, do we know who Vasca is, by the way?
He's like a Macau live reg. Okay. Used to play Heads Up back in the day.
Who's this? Crassy?
Aliexe or something.
Oh, Xiao.
No, Vasca boy and Vasca boy.
Oh, is he the one that plays like Tritons now, tournaments and stuff?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure.
What's his name?
I'm not sure. Like I didn't recognize who he was, but then like, oh yeah, I should have. I meant to ask some people.
He's just some like white Swedish guy, right?
I mean, I wouldn't want
like,
to say for sure. I didn't recognize the name. I think it was Alexei or something. I can't remember.
Okay. I think someone posted a picture of him and Dehan at like a Triton event together.
Oh right, okay, yeah, but like I didn't really recognize it. I think he played a bit in the Six Max.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think
that's Crazy Fisk, sorry, or is that someone else?
Crazy Fisk is Flying Llama. No, we were talking about
Flying Llama. Oh, okay.
We talked about so yeah. I think at this point the top group was Flying and Linus. When I was picking, so the top group was Flying and Linus. Group C was locked up, and then Group D was also filled. So I basically had a choice to join Flying and Linus or go into my own group. So I went into my own group, and then Paint was next. He joined me. Clickr was next. He joined us, and then Vasca got left with Flying and Linus. So yeah, that was how it ended up working with the draft. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty like the thing is, if you're earlier in the draft, it's definitely more interesting. Like when you're late in the draft, you kind of had a decision for you. It's like, do I want to join the group where it's like 2 of the top 5 regs in the world, or do I want to join the group where it's 1 of the top 5 regs in the world? It's like, okay, I'll go to the one which is 1. Yeah, so I feel like I didn't have much of a decision. Also, me and Clickr have like very little history, and this is the one way where I can get him. Like he can't run anywhere.
But like, so were the players there during the draft, like chatting and stuff? Like he was all together, or he was like taking turns and like responding?
No, we were doing it on Discord. We weren't. It would have been fun to do live. There would have been some shit talking.
Yeah, because Jungle
like,
as well and
so
Flushy, they had like a couple of words during the last. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Flushy was sat out and Jungle kept spamming. He's like, sit down, because he was doing well, I think. And then Flushy, he wasn't responding the whole time. I'm like, is you really just like ignoring him? And then the next day, he's like, hey, Jungle, why are you still so bad? Like you played for so many years. And then everything kicked off from there, basically. Everybody started chatting.
So they got beef. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Man. Group B,
that's
Group
cool.
B is fun. Yeah, because they've been around for a long time, both of them. Yeah.
I wonder if they actually like don't like each other, or if it's like a.
I think they have some history in Macau of just playing with each other, and from what I know, Jungle is a bit strange at the tables in Macau. Like I heard like, so basically what happens is like in Macau you play from like 6 a.m. until the VIP gets there at like 1 o'clock, maybe like a little earlier, maybe a little later, and everyone starts at like 6 a.m. And what they do is they flip for who gets the 1 hour break. So only one person at the table can get a 1 hour break while they wait. And so they flip to see who gets the order. And then Jungle, what he would do is during his break, he would go to the gym and he would just work out for like 50 minutes. And then he would just not shower and come back just smelling like shit. And they were just like, or he would just kind of be all antics at like 7 in the morning, like kind of being a little much at the table and stuff like that. So, maybe like, that's going to create some banter at the table. Don't know.
Interesting.
I got pee.
I hope Flushy brings that all up during this challenge when they play.
I don't think he will. I think it was just like a one-time thing, but it was funny because it all kicked off and then there was random beefs. I remember Cherry Sweets and Rigged got into it for like the longest time. It was really a whole bizarre session and day.
We got any big hands we can go over from the, or are the tables all gone?
Yeah.
When are you guys supposed to? When are you guys maybe gonna start?
He said maybe an hour or two. I'm just go over a couple hands and then I'll just chill for a bit, and then if he comes back, he comes back.
I gotta pee again.
Oh, and before I go, I just wanted to ask you, what time tomorrow will you be live playing? Do you have a set time?
I know, man. Nah, I don't really do that. I just show up, and then if they're around, I play. If we're getting towards the end and we haven't got the hands done, but the thing is, I don't have much on for the next 2 weeks. But like, so I'll generally be around, like, available to play most hours.
Can they just refuse to play the times that you're available? Like, let's say
no, if you're not playing your match, you will get penalized.
Okay, yeah.
Like there's a 10K forfeit, which is like, and it's not like, so the scheduling is all done in like private group chats, but with coin reps in there, so they can see if someone's just like not playing to, I don't think that'll be a problem. But it's like, yeah, I think it'll be completely fine.
How does that affect the point system if somebody is like?
Well, see that's the thing. That's why there's a 10K forfeit, because if it doesn't affect the point system, it's going to be very annoying, and we're gonna have to work out what we can do on the fly if someone does that. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you're out of it and you're playing someone who's close in points, they have to make non-chip EV plays. Like say you have no chance of winning.
Yeah.
But the other guy needs to not lose a buy-in to you. Well, now he has to play tight. So you actually have quite a plus EV matchup by getting to that point. So it would be weird to quit if that's the case. The only way I could really see it happening is if one match in a group gets finished before the other one's even started. Or like maybe one group is so one-sided. But even then, it's a 10K forfeit. Like people are just going to make it happen for 10K, you know?
Yeah, but 10K is nothing if you lose in 2 hours 7 binds or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, but I mean, compared to the win rates, you know, like you can lose it, at 10 BB per 100, and still it'd be plus EV over 900 hands to play them out. You don't need to the buy-in is quite prohibitive to quitting. You have to look at it and go, I'm losing by so fucking much that I'm going to pay this guy 10K to not play. I don't think that's I mean, which is kind of helped by, but because we're doing short matches, the chance of someone wanting to quit is quite low. And then also, the chance of the chance of there being like a massive deficit is also lower. And it's also like the BB per 100 that you're losing by quitting can be massive without it being an actual large amount nominatively. Anyway, I see a hand on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
thank you guys. I wish you a great night. Johan, again, bro, thanks for inviting me. I hope to join you again, and everyone enjoy the rest of the night. Owen, bro, I am rooting for you. Win this
Cheers,
thing.
man.
Later, dude.
Thank you for being on. Laters, bro.
Always. Bye.
Before you look at the hand, I got some insider info that Gonzo and Selam are supposed to start playing within the next hour or so.
Oh, nice.
You mean friends call me Mark and Silama, right?
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Jesus.
People.
All right.
Well, hopefully.
Well, I mean, we call jungle. You know what I mean?
That's true, but he doesn't mind. He loves it. In fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, whatever his name is. I didn't even say his real name. It's fine.
Okay, so actually, there is not many hands that are available in the replayer. This is one of them, the biggest one that I could find. And in this one, we had for some reason I cannot replay it, so we just have this to work off of. Who's the button? Oh, Clickr is the button. Okay, so Clickr opens. And he opens 2.3, going hard in the paint, 3 bets to 12. And then we got a call. And we head to 10.55. Owen, any thoughts on these boards in heads up?
Yeah, I mean, paired boards usually decent for the razor, but this one's pretty good for the caller. Like they have a bunch of 10x. They're doing quite well in 5x as well. But usually when everything misses, which happens a lot on paired boards, overpairs are really good. So even if you look at a paired board and you're like, it's not that great one, it's still pretty decent. So yeah, I mean, he goes to check like Jack 10s. Jack 10's a very aesthetically pleasing hand to check, I guess. It's got the lowest overcard, so it's the weakest hand which still has an overcard. So it's kind of like, you know, you can feel the solver smiling at you when you check this top pair. Yeah. Whereas like 10-9, you'd be more likely to bet. But yeah, and then I mean, I guess on the turn he gets fed up of trapping, knows he's up against a nit, got to put the money in himself. And then
don't give away the exploits, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Clicker's mental on the river. I think it's just when you have a pair plus flush draw and you brick, it's so much more tilting. If he had Queen 8 of diamonds here, he finds the fold. But no, I don't know. I'm kidding. This is like this is just way too high in range. Like, yeah. Also, spade is really nice as well. Paint's not going to bluff with spade to, like maybe once in a blue moon, but he's mostly not bluffing with spades. He's probably not bluffing much with high cards anyway. Like the bluffs are just going to be random low cards, which would check folding flop and then turned equity. So yeah. I mean, his click hand seems like a pure call. I would guess. Yeah, there we go.
And then river, is the solver smiling at you when you jam the jack 10?
Yeah. I mean, there's not much else you can do really. I mean, like the hand, you could maybe, yeah. The SPR is just kind of weird. It's like if you don't go all in, what are you doing? You could bet some non-all-in size here, but like the hand is sort of cuspy where it's like just about able to go all in. Like if you get too much weaker, I think 10 with a kicker, you're kind of confidently. Actually, I don't know. Am I full of shit here? Am I lying? I might be lying. Maybe you can just rip in nines here. Yeah, actually, I'm.
Hey, way to expose yourself right before you're about to play this thing.
Yeah, no. Now I'm looking. No.
No.
I don't believe that. I don't believe nines can play for a stack. I reckon a 10 with a kicker is a stack off hand.
He's sandbagging. He knows the answer. He's just pretending.
I know. It's very.
I'm tired as well.
This is a high level stack, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta look it up just to make sure. But yeah. No, I mean it's top pair and heads up for the pot. What am I saying? Just get in money. If I'm beat, I'm beat.
There you go. That's some high level strat.
Dylan, what do you think of this hand?
I literally said the same fucking thing, and you guys are like, "Oh wow, he's Owen's the best." And I'm like, "Well, if he has it, he's got it. If not, it's just a pair versus a pair." I said the same fucking shit an hour ago.
That's why you should be playing in this thing, dude.
Have you seen like that bell curve meme where like the guy on the left and the guy on the right say the same fucking thing?
Yeah, Owen's on the far left, dude.
You need a British accent, Dylan. We'll take you more seriously then.
I'm a serious guy.
Honestly. British accent is great. Americans put way too much faith in it.
What? Are you what, mate? Are you fucking? Are you dizzy, bruv?
Are you dizzy? No, it is you dizzy, bruv. There's no are you dizzy? Come on, man.
Man, you guys say the word like Tottenham every like fucking 5 words.
Did you say Tottenham?
Hold on.
Oh my god, I fucking nailed it. Jack 10 is the mixed jam that will be 75 hand. I'm just like, we're all good. Let's ignore the part where I thought we could jam nines when it's only worth a block bet. Like, let's just don't think about that. The rest of it,
maybe exploitably,
Basically, just say a hand is worth every single size, and then you can't be wrong. If you say like, it's probably it's probably worth.
That was some good analysis there.
Yeah, it's worth an overbet or a block, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's worth saying individual. We've covered the bases. Yeah, as long as you spin the RNG before you make your decision, it's GTO.
Yeah, because then it's just like, I said it was 50-50, but it's really, 90-10. So it's kind of
yeah. I mean, I knew it was a mix. I had it. Yeah. Let's see if Click had a pure call. No, he didn't have a pure call. I'm a fish.
Fucking fish. Fucking fish. Dude, these guys are playing the
How do you know he didn't roll?
Championship?
No. Yeah, he might have rolled, but like I thought it was a pure call. God damn.
I'm on a roll.
Really? Spades aren't good here? That's such a scam.
You and Clickr haven't really played, or you have?
Not really. We played a little bit. Played a lot of drunk PLO.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hit him with there was a spot we were in where I can't remember the pre-flop action, but I remember I donked into him for min. He raised me. The turn goes check. No. Turn I check. He pots. I call. River I donk min again. Throw out a fish hook. IRL. Stare at him cackling across the table. He says pot, and I snap him off. And of course, this idiot's bluffing me.
Yeah.
Fell for the IRL emoji.
He ain't the sharpest guy, I'll say.
Imagine thinking that a guy who is like swaying on his feet when he gets up to go to the bathroom, throwing fish hooks out, was intending to min donk fold his 2-pair on a flush board. Come on, man.
I think I might have said this on stream once before, but I played some drunk 1-2 PLO before, and I might be the biggest loser maybe in 1-2 PLO history. At least in terms of like win rate.
Usually it's the opposite.
What have you got? I
don't know, but I lost a disgusting amount of money in a small amount of time. But it was funny because
getting me on the 5 card.
It was funny because the like old guys at the table were getting mad at me because I just kept playing every hand. They said I was ruining the game.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, it is a bit cringe, but also I'm like, damn, they really do just want to play cards. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like they would limp and I would just ISO like anything, and then it was just ruining like the just like get in there and see some flops.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
Did you catch this hand, Owen?
What the hand were? I didn't really see what happened there.
So Clickr opens, Paint 3 bets, but it's he opens 2.5 and Paint 3 bets to 8. Kind of small.
Yeah, Paint has a lot of sizes.
And Clickr calls. Check flop. He turns the set. He just calls.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say what Clickr called with here. I can see why he called it on the session. Discipline was fading. Paid off twice without the nuts. Okay, Paint wants to play in an hour and a half, which is getting a bit late for me. Maybe, actually, no, it's probably perfect wrong time. All right, fuck it, I'm in. Yeah.
And I took that personally.
Yeah. You fell right into the fucking trap.
I don't love playing late in the day because it's like I am gonna have a coffee to sharpen up, and then the sleep is just like, it doesn't exist.
What time is it for
All right, then you rest up. You rest up.
I'll go have a nap.
Just schedule for tomorrow or something, no?
He probably is tilting. It's probably a good time to play him.
Dylan is like a devil on your shoulder. He's like, play him, just play him. You know, you want to.
Play.
You don't need sleep.
Content.
Oh my god. Ay.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how often I fold. It's a lot. I think I might like folding more than anyone.
I don't know, I've seen you play PLO, man.
Where did we play? Oh no, yeah, dude, that game sucked. That game was terrible.
I think it was terrible for exactly when you were there. It got insane. Oh, I might be misremembering a different Hippo game.
Well, no. Go get that guy. He's very good. He's very good. But like,
yeah,
everyone else like knows how to squeeze their cards correctly. That has not what I wanted.
I mean,
who was it? Yeah, some other games that I've played in London are fucking great, but that was just pathetic.
Yeah, I think you just left before it got good. Like,
games in London are pretty good.
all right.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, they don't
Coming
play that
up,
high
or,
though. Like, there's not really much bigger than 25.50. So
I'm
it's a
coming
bit.
out there soon.
Oh, really?
Yep.
When about?
In September. I'm actually coming twice in like a 2-month span.
You think September is
I mean,
soon?
I mean, I don't know. Soonish, right?
close enough.
Yeah. What do you want from me, man?
Yeah, I'm just bullying people.
I know.
He's like, soon. I was like, yeah, okay, 1-2 months. No, like winter.
Come on, Johan, stream. You best come correct.
I'm actually going end of August, to be fair. Like 4 months. Owen will make it.
All right, I'm gonna chill for a bit. I'm probably gonna play Paint in like 2 hours. So.
Okay, best of luck, buddy.
See you guys. In
All
a
right.
bit.
Thank you for dropping by. Shoutouts.
I have food coming pretty soon, so I'll probably have to go as well.
Okay.
I would like to, if Llama and Friends Call Me Mark end up playing, I would like to watch that.
You want me to let you know when they schedule?
Yeah, sure. Let me check on my food.
I'll message you as soon as they do. I mean, right now, I don't know. I mean, when they do agree on the time.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll go then as well. See you guys.
All right, laters. Dylan just left without saying bye. All right, thank you, Dylan, for being on. Hey, we got Coley. What's up?
Yo, what's up, man?
How you been, man?
I've been here in my office, clicking buttons.
Yeah, you're a heads up guy as well, right? Like you play a bunch of heads up, so this is.
I dabble.
This is right your alley. Did you get to catch any of the stream?
A little bit, yeah. I saw the Queen 8 hand. Yeah, I was playing heads up 501k on coin when it was rig free. That was kind of fun. I heard Owen talking about how splashy the ante game is, and yeah, no rig ante was fun. I was the only guy limping. Fun to do that.
Try hard.
Yeah, super sweaty.
Did you see the format for this? Like, do you know everything about it?
So it's 16 players, and then and there's a prize pool, and then I guess
12 players.
Your group. 12 players, okay.
4 groups of 3, and then I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? Like you can see on screen, it's just the brackets. Every group winner advances onto the semifinals. They have 2 weeks to play against 2 of their opponents in the group, and it's 1,875 hands per opponent.
Oh wow!
And they put a deposit. They put a 10k deposit to like not as like a security, so that nobody lives midway or something.
Yeah. That is yeah. There's still a lot of opportunity to run good. Then I mean, you're playing what in the entire match? 10,000 hands or something? Like the entire tournament?
Yeah, not that many.
So it's anyone can win that for sure.
And so if they want, they can play even bigger games as well. Like it's no limit 10k minimum, but if they wanted, like say like Linus meets Flushy, and they're like, you know what, let's do this at no limit 100k. They could very well do that if they wanted.
But the minimum's 10.
Yeah, minimum's 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a bit of FOMO. I think if it was 2k, I would scrap together some. I would mortgage the house and sell the dog's kidney, and we'd get in there.
Don't you dare sell the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there will be a mistakes returning. Really likely.
Yeah. So there's a little beef, Jungle and Fleshy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how serious it is. Like, you never know, right? Like, you see someone say something like this, and they might just be friends, and this was like some banter. Like, I don't think it's that deep personally, but you never know. But yeah, I thought it was the funniest thing. Because initially, Jungle
pretty tilted.
Dude, Jungle was unhinged that one day. He was just spamming the chat. He's like, Flushy, sit down. Yeah. He was writing like in all caps, so I'm assuming, it's like yelling, And then Flushy was just not reacting at all. I'm like, yo, this is like so obnoxious. I would be like, yo, shut the hell up, man. Like, like say something. But he was just ignoring him. I was like, how is he just ignoring him? And then the next day is when he said something. All hell broke loose, man. It was wild.
Yeah. They Fleshy needs to use the mindset sentences tech that I had at Midstakes. Remember those things like I
the chat
I'm a
GPT.
noble tree in a storm or whatever.
Oh my god. That's sick.
So good. Yeah.
Do you think
So there's another match in like an hour, right?
Yeah, in an hour and a half. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be up that long because I wake up pretty early these days. I was trying to figure out for this, when do I need to be up? And now it's a little all over the place. Like on Wednesday, there is a match at 10 a.m. And now here in an hour and a half, it's gonna be like almost midnight. So it's a bit tricky to figure out when to sleep. But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
You think we can get you on for a couple of the matches later?
Yeah, I would love that. I really love Heads Up, and yeah, I'm excited for this. So I know we've been playing a bit of phone tag here and there, but definitely, I'd love to come back on. So
When's a good time for you usually compared to now? Like earlier than now or later?
Best is like between now and like noon, like 4 hours ago, because the games are usually pretty dead and I'm awake.
Yeah, that's perfect
So,
then.
yeah.
I think that's when like a lot of the games are going to be happening.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm doing coaching 12 to 1 tomorrow, and then after that, hit me up and we'll talk some shit.
All right. Somebody in the chat asked who is the guest. So I'll tell you what, instead of answering, I'll let you answer that and do shout outs before you go.
Do you know who I am? I'm Sebastian, CoinPoker. I'm a mid-stakes player. And shout out to, oh man, I don't know. Shout out to some of my students who have been shotting 1K. Good for them.
All right. Thank you so much, boss. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Peace, man.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Yeah. That's going to be it for today, I believe. At least for this stream. I don't think I'm coming back in an hour and a half because I've been going to bed early, but never say never. I think we got already some match scheduled for tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's going to be part 2 of Yodo Goki versus Tony in the PLO challenge. And today they played for, I think, about, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. So I expect similar session from them tomorrow. And I'm expecting a lot of matches to get scheduled, basically, the entire, well, these 2 weeks, these 2 coming weeks, where those guys are going to have to put in a lot of hours, a lot of hands against one another. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your host, Johan Merlo. Big shout out to CoinPoker for making this challenge happen. We're going to be live pretty much daily. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I wish you all a good night. See you very soon. Take care. Peace.